Game over.
Fuck! What the fuck? Fuck! Who the fuck? Fuck this fucking... How did you so fucking... Fuck! Fuck! Game over, man. Game over.
Wait a minute. There's things here. There's trees. There's rocks. There's birds. There's frogs. Come on. We'll bless them all until we get versticken. Join me.
We're all blown to bits. Mind if I pull the underwear out of my crack? Like a midget at a urinal, I was going to have to stay on my toes.
Johnny, what do you know about illegal narcotics?
Try to relax your anus.
Welcome, everybody. We've got a show for you today. I hope you're excited. We're excited to bring it to you. I hope you're ready to have one. It's going to be a good one. We're going till 5:30. We're fully funded all the way to December 16th now. We are up to the 16th. We're halfway through the month. And there's like one beard whisker that is curling in my mouth that I noticed right before the show. Right before we started, I was like, oh, what's that? That's I'm getting fish hooked by my own fucking face. And right before, the worst possible time, because it's soon enough that I can fuck with it and really kind of go, yep, it's right in there somewhere. That's where we got to go. And I can't do anything about it. But every time I talk, because this is a very mouth-oriented job. It's only the second one I've had. The first one was in college. Aha! All right, then. Sit there. I'm gonna plucking at this thing like all day. All day. Definitely gotta fix that. It is gonna drive me effing bonkers. And then I won't remember to fix it, and then it'll be a problem tomorrow. And I'll be like, God damn it, the whole time. I can fit it. It's in there somewhere. I gotta get over it for 3.5 hours. I must not be a slave to my facial hair for 3.5 hours. We are, again, going until 5:30. Our show is, as I said earlier, fully funded all the way to December 16th now. So thank you very, very much for that. We're very grateful. We've rallied all of the current stuff. Everything we make today is going to keep kicking that even further down. Oh, and by the way, we're not just on the 16th for they made it. No. We're $20 away from wrapping the 16th out of existence too. So it's kind of like, I don't know, gangbusters up in here. Thank you so much for supporting the show. Do not clip that at all. Exactly, Trucker 18 Leeler. Why would you? There was nothing clip-worthy of that whole exchange. I'm glad that I'm not like sick anymore. Like I'm the bronchitis thing is apparently gone, but I'm really wish I had noticed that sooner. All right, so who's we? You and your cat? Yeah, pretty much. Jameson Repair. The royal we. Dave Lee going, the 16th is a Saturday. All right, so let me pull up my calendar. You might be mathematically correct. I did math. I took 3 days off of the day of the show. And so you're right, the 16th is a Saturday, which means we're on the 18th. Thank you for correcting me on that. We're on the 18th of December. Boop and boop. There we go. And let's save that so I don't make that idiot move again. Thanks, Dave. Good afternoon, everyone except you, Johnny, says Bud Bridges. Well, I'm glad you're very clear on that. Weird that it's everyone except the host of the show, but, hey, if you're happy, they're happy, I'm happy. That's what I say. Good for you. God bless. Welcome, Bud Bridges and everybody. So, yes, we have how much is the goal each day? $50. Mikey Two Milks, $50 is the goal each day. If I don't have at least $50 a day to make this thing work, then that's where it is. Realistically, I wish it could be a little higher than that. The economy sucks, but I have a small show and a small audience. I'm not going to be like, oh, we got to make a ton of money here, man. No. All I wanted was a Pepsi. All I wanted was a Pepsi. Fuck, what is that from? I remember all I wanted was a Pepsi. Like the dude fucking unloaded on people. All I wanted was a Pepsi. It's going to bother me too. Fuck, Bishop's in on me. He's getting my head, fucking with me. I moved the camera screen thing, and I didn't realize that means I got to do this again. Move that there. All right. Suicidal tendencies. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very much. I needed that bit of information. It was going to bug me. All righty. We have all of that loaded. Done. Our first hour stories are up and good to go. So as soon as the show starts, we're kind of letting people filter in, but that's kicking off a little early. So we might actually just kind of, fire out of the gate pretty fast. We're going again until 5:30 because as I already mentioned and Dave pointed out to me, we're on the 18th, math, and that means this month is just about fucking banged out. A liter of cola, says Jameson's Repair. What do you mean a liter of cola? That's a weird that's a weird question to just throw in there because I've moved on. After life, you will be judged for your deeds in life. Repent of known evil deeds, sins, and be spared the eternal lake of fire. Have a childlike relationship with God. Obey the KJV Bible. The last days are happening now. Learn the difference between progress and just moving. Cadiogram 88, I guess I should probably tell you this. Religion should never say have a childlike relationship with God, because most of the people in God's religion have a very unchristian-like relationship with children, as it turns out. So I kind of feel like your God's got some work to do. I personally, I don't sign to any official religion. God hasn't made himself known to me. And,
Fuck off.
I don't trust any mouth-breathing piece of shit to tell me what God said, because that motherfucker's lying to you. So, there we go. At any rate, let's keep going. Are you doing Steel Toe from home or Aaron's house? Taste Fairy, my home, unfortunately. I wanted to do it from Aaron's house, but it turns out, people don't like giving their crippled friends completely unfettered access to their home when they're not there for, like a 4-day weekend, which sucks because apparently you can't get the deposit back on the keg, and it just, what am I going to do with all the beer now? I can't drink it. I wouldn't want to drink it in the first. It was for everybody else, while we trashed Aaron's house, and then can't do it here. Then trash my house. I don't want that. That's why we were doing it at Aaron's place. It was a guilt-free trashing. All right, Jesus is king. Organized religion sucks. Right, but according to organized religion, God has to obey the rules as they're written on earth. And, as I'd like to point out, organized religion never gets slapped right by the upstairs management. So who are we to say? What's the stream like?
Hello, motherfucker.
Why don't you watch it and find out, or get bored and move on, whichever makes you happy, as long as you find somewhere where you feel truly peaceful. Alrighty, so let's keep going with the rest of our show. Like I said, we have all of it fully loaded. We're going to start off. Oh, and by the way, Dear Butch, thank you for the hello, motherfucker, and the 100 bits. Before I forget, very grateful for that. We're going to start off talking about Jamie Foxx and his medical stuff. We also have a story about an explosion of a house in Arlington, and it seems weird. Then David Hasselhoff's daughter, I thought, does he have more than one? I'm going to have to look that up, because I thought his daughter was hot. Let's just be clear on that part. I thought he had a hot daughter. Maybe I'm wrong. She made some noise by apparently being a Playboy centerfold. That's even still a thing. Whatever. So a lot of people are upset with her, and she's defending her actions, because they offered me money to see my tits, and I said, why not? I'm just saying that because I'm jealous. Nobody's offering me money to see my tits, and I've been working on these babies for years. Nothing to show for it. Here, this chick just comes out of the gate, firing on all cylinders. Top man in her field, doesn't even have a dick. It's not fair. Alrighty, then we have the family of the 9-year-old. Holden was his name? The 9-year-old Holden. The family of the 9-year-old that was at the Chiefs game? Was it the Chiefs game or the Reds? Yeah, it was the Kansas City Chiefs game. I keep thinking why did Washington get rid of the Redskins name? You fucking cowards. Anyways, so the Kansas City Chiefs game, Holden was there. They took pictures of this kid. He was in a headdress. They made a whole lot of horrible things about him, and then they literally kicked him onto the front page, Deadspin, kicked him on the front page, like, look at all this shit, all this horrible kid. Well, the mom kind of said, you guys have ruined, the fucking baseball game for the kid. It's kind of too late to walk it back. Oh, by the way, for all of you people, he's appropriating Native American. He's actually Native American. At least like half or 20, some significant amount of Native American heritage. And geriatric Biden Knobslobber, good afternoon, Johnny. Hey, how you doing? Rusty Grammar saying smash the thumbs up. I would appreciate that. So, Jameson Repair, I'd give you $10 to see your tits, Johnny. I'm not that desperate yet, but get a hold of me next week. Actually, not next week. Get a hold of me week after next. If we're still on the 18th goal, maybe. But yeah, so they got a whole thing set up with this going down. They wanted her to be she wanted them to kind of back off of the kid and everything else. Well, now, thank God, I love this. She's gonna sue them. The mother is threatening Deadspin with a lawsuit, and I'm like, go for it. Get him. And then we also have a story about the D.C. police. There's been a lot of crime plaguing the D.C. area, and the police have a solution. You're not going to like it, but they have a solution. And then speaking of crime in general, there have been some hackers that may have stolen about 7 million profiles from 23andMe. So, hey, don't worry. If you did that whole 23andMe, like, I might be related to Benjamin Franklin, or, oh, crap, I knew I was one line too close to Hitler. Either way, your data may or may not be in the hands of somebody who could. They can't use, like, your DNA to, I mean, at the very least, they might just have your credit card. So, I mean, I'm fine with someone knowing that I'm like, the long-lost heir to the port of some stupid town. I fucked that joke up right in the ass. Thank you, buddy. Fucking love it. Alrighty, I am running out of gas. Toastmaster saying, stole? Sure. Sold is more like it. Probably sold it. But if you claim it was a theft, then, you can't get in trouble for the selling part. At any rate, we've got all of those stories. We're going to click into all that. Everybody's really kind of jumping in here. We might as well just kick off right away because, again, we're already firing. Everybody's already here over on Rumble. It's looking good. We've got a lot of people on the Twitch and the YouTube. Love having everybody here, so we may as well quit fucking around and just give it a go. I got to clear my nose really quick. Apologies. I'm going to mute this. Oh, all right. Still just got a little bit of that sinus bronchial infection bullshit going on. Once that's done, we'll be in a great place. You know what? I've been thinking about this for a bit, and I might have to do it that way. Do we do that now, though? Yeah, because then I'm looking over here when I'm doing this. It seems weird. At any rate, Jamie Foxx is admitting he couldn't walk after his mystery illness, saying, quote, "I saw the tunnel and I didn't see the light." Yeah, we knew you couldn't walk, man. The problem we have is the mystery illness part. There's a lot of us that are sitting on this whole mystery illness thing. We got some questions. Number one, screw. Thank you, Jamie. I'm so easily amused because you're attractive and I'm there. Anyways, in the first public speech since suffering a, quote, medical complication in April, we're almost halfway, like a half a year. It's over half a year. Over half a year. We haven't gotten to what the complication was. I've been through something. I've been through some things. You know, it's crazy. I couldn't do that 6 months ago. I couldn't actually walk. Yeah, I don't know what that pain's like, asshole. But, Foxx said on Monday, upon receiving the Vanguard Award at the Celebration of Cinema and Television, honoring Black, Latino, and AAPI achievements put on by the Critics' Choice Association. After becoming emotional, he took a moment to gather himself and then joked, "I'm not a clone. I'm not a clone. I know a lot of people was saying I was cloned out there. Boy, you all ain't shit." Okay. Oh, wait, is this the actual speech? Then let's let him say it. And the reason people were saying because the clone thing is a joke to the movie They Cloned Tyrone, dude, don't you? I thought you were a comedian. And thank you, Kotad, for the Twist His Dick request. Maybe after the show. Thank you for being part of the program. Love having all of you here. Let's flip over to this video. Now, Jamie Foxx coming out here and doing this. Again, I'm glad he's okay. I like Jamie Foxx. I find him very entertaining as an actor. Great. Never met the man personally, but great guy. Great. Sure, he's a great fella. But, again, I don't mean to... you name names! Like, I'm sorry. I'm jumping. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm getting in front of myself. I'm a Christian. Look, I'm trying to be very, very calm about it. I'm trying to be very, very diplomatic. What was it? Was it the jab? All right. Hold on. Whoa. It was the jab, though, right? Come on. It was. We got to talk about this. Guy goes down. He stays down. He comes out. Something really, really weird's happened. And he won't say, "This is the first time I have seen an actor come out publicly going, look, man, I am suffering. I suffered a horrible illness. Damn near died. Real death's door. Like, oh, my God, shit. But I aren't going to tell any of you what it was." Like, seriously, if you have something and you're not going to tell us what it is, then don't tell us you have anything, right? Like, I have something, but I want to keep it to myself. Well, then don't put it in your speeches. We're supposed to cry.
But my tummy don't.
Yeah, so we're supposed to just cry you a river about your poor boo-hoo you, but you can't tell us what it is? Because I'm sorry, man. I'm betting it rhymes with Fauci ouchie. What rhymes with that? I don't know. Either way, we're fucked. Small Lake Pricker saying, "Johnny, never go full Alex." Yes, you have a lot of fans. So don't share with them what the cause of your illness was. I'm just jealous of the applause, really.
I want to thank everybody. I've been through something. I've been through some things. You know, it's crazy. I couldn't do that 6 months ago. I couldn't actually walk to...
That's neurological. That's neurological. Yeah, I was wrong.
Everybody, I've been through something. I've been through some things. You know, it's crazy. I couldn't do that 6 months ago. I couldn't actually walk to.
Although I suppose technically if you were clinically dead for a couple of minutes, brain damage. So I guess we can't roll the other one out, but this is getting harder to watch. Now, we have 1 minute and 40 seconds left to launch a hype train, which could be the most depressing hype train in history. Because we're watching a guy struggle on stage. Oh.
And I'm not a clone. I'm not a clone. I know a lot of people were saying I was cloned out there. Boy, y'all ain't shit. That's a clone. That ain't no goddamn thing. That's a clone. You know what's interesting? First of all, I want to say to my black folks, man, thank you so much for holding me down all the time.
I know he means that in a very positive way, but it sounds very negative. Thank you so much for holding me down all the time. Like, 'cause that's the difference between, like, I guess, like, white culture and black culture. Like, black, thank you for holding me down. It means, like, you know, keeping you grounded, keeping you real, keeping you in reality, whatever. White culture, thank you for holding me down. It means, like, you've been repressing me. You've been keeping me literally. Thank you for holding me down and butt fucking me. It just sounds weird. A clone would absolutely swear that they were not a clone. Right, unless they were an incredibly masochistic clone, and they'd be like, I'm a clone, bitch. What are you going to do about it? But I digress. To my black folks out there, we want that chicken from Popeyes. Am I right? Oh, Saint Caesar. I don't want to be your ambassador into black world food and whatever. Like, don't come on my show asking them to give you chicken, because then if they get upset with you for the request, they're going to get mad at me for being the messenger. I didn't do anything to deserve that.
It means a lot, because I always say, like, to black folks, it's harder to impress black folks. It is, because, you know, black people, every time you get an award, it's always somebody out there says, man, my cousin do the same thing. Man, fuck all that, my cousin do the same shit. Ray, man, my cousin did Ray Nard, man. So it feels good to be here. I cherish every single minute now. It's different. You know, it's different. You know, it's beyond... I wouldn't wish what I went through on
Again, but what did you go through, though? What did you go through? I don't, like, I'm trying to be respectful. The guy went through some shit. A part of me wants to be like, you know, I wouldn't want people prying into my personal medical history if I didn't want to share that information. But what did you go through? It's weird. You're up here, you're accepting an award, and you're saying, I went through something. But what is the something? What's behind door number 1? I have too many questions. You can't do this. You can't go up and be public about a mystery. It seems weird. All right, now I got to catch up with the chat just because I saw St. Caesar's last comment, executes Order 66. What the heck are we talking about now? Clone confirmed. His head looks good there, though. Rehab will do that. Absentee star. I don't think it was rehab. I can't walk properly now, motherfucker. What's your problem? Clone confirmed. Get in and then. A clone would absolutely. Yep, we covered that. To my black folks out there, we want. Yep. Did Django 2, Clone Wars. Oh, Saint Haran. Pretty sure Madonna is on Clone 5. Dude, Madonna's got to be on Clone 500. Have you seen how much the edge is? That pumpkin face? Yeah, no, I'm sorry. That ain't number 5. There's too much degradation in there. No, we've gone. That thing's been copied and erased. Whoa, no. That's the tape that's been at Blockbuster for so long it won't hold a video anymore. Alrighty, so I love to hear Biden say Order 66. I wouldn't, because I imagine Biden would kill the younglings. Biden killed the younglings. No, Not the younglings. Stupid fucking term. Just call them kids or children or churn if you got to really go. He killed the churn. All right, go.
Or my worst enemy, because it's tough when it's almost over, when you see the tunnel. I saw the tunnel, I didn't see the light.
And that's not because the light didn't exist, just because I didn't see it. Right. Okay. Again, so you're saying this the situation that you were on put you damn near dead. What was the situation? You know, if it was something common like a heart attack that could just happen to anybody, it's this weird thing. He is up here for 2 minutes talking about what exactly?
It was hot in that tunnel, so I don't know where I was going. Shit, I'm going to the right place. I just see the devil going, come on, man.
And then he held up my career contract. He's like, guess who made this happen? And I was like, oh, shit. All right. So, at any rate, actors are so dramatic. Where is Will Smith? He found his baby leg at long last. Will Smith is not the one looking for the baby leg, St. Caesar. The one who wanted the baby leg was Jada Pinkett Smith, and Will could only, dip a tiptoe into them waters, and that's why apparently she had to step out. Because, again, she wanted that baby leg. But, all right, actors are very dramatic, but my problem isn't him being dramatic about it. Near-death experiences, medical experiences, those can be very, very traumatic. But I can't have you going, like, personally, I can't watch you go on stage and go, I'd like to accept this award. I really been through some shit. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I'll tell you it's some real shit. Woo. It's real. Like, but what is it, though? Your real shit that you wouldn't wish on your worst enemy, but you can't name it. It just seems odd. You can't, like, not even just, like, say, like, it's neurological. Like, ballpark it for me. I need to know where we're coming from, because there's way too many questions that I have. Oh. Were you given an incentive to get the thing that led you to your medical mysterious situation? All right? I mean, I need to know. Update, GTA 6 trailer is at 84 million views in less than 24 hours. St. Caesar, here's another update. I think the world is kind of like meh. As we heard, we talked about it earlier, a lot of people flipped out that apparently they focused the story on the chick in the Bonnie and Clyde relationship, and people who have never played the game, they're gonna make it about girls that are gay. Guys, and this is the big problem with gamers. All right, so they make a video game and they highlight in this video this particular advertisement, the leader of the story is kind of the female of the bunch, and they're like, "Hey, here you go." Who's to say you don't? Does anyone remember, in the original Grand Theft Auto games, you were just a pixelated top-down character? I almost miss those days, because now we've got the problem with people can't stop bitching if it's a dude because they can't jerk off, and people can't stop bitching if it's a chick because they don't want a game they're supposed to be jerking off to. And it's like, we can't make you happy. It's called a joystick. Can you have some joy? Just a little bit. Almond Joy's got nuts. Mounds don't. So 5 fanboys are pissed and keep watching the trailer. So now the views are at 84 million. Pretty much, Jolly Green Dickhead. I don't even know about 5 fanboys. Here's what it is. 5 fanboys got pissed and they put the stuff on their little podcasts or their Reddit channels, and all their friends watched it. At the end of the day, it looks like it's going to be a video game and a story and a giant fucking money suck for anyone. I've played enough of these games to know that those particular games, no offense, horrible money sucks. The whole reason they make the single-player game is to get you to go over and do the multiplayer. The one that the multiplayer game they have is kind of tapped out on the market. People have kind of, moved on after everything they've done and promised. And now they're going to take the bones of that ship and just bring it over somewhere else. Fall in the grave. Tits in my video games. Yeehaw! Declassified Crocs. Sorry I'm late. Hope you weren't waiting on me to begin. We were? Where the fuck have you been, sir? I will have you know, this sort of behavior is not tolerated in this establishment. Serious show, serious business, serious things going on. We can't have people just walking in all willy-nilly. This is, if I say, a professional fucking establishment. I usually hate multiplayer games and despise for pay DLC. I agree, Toastmaster. Pay DLC can be a problem. I personally don't have a problem with multiplayer games. I actually quite enjoy them. But the paid DLC thing, the problem I have is we're spending too much time. Like, it became a thing organically that video games, movies developed hype because they were good. We liked them. They were so good. And then, because the games were good, because we liked them, the sequels and the continuations and the expansions developed hype. And then that hype was like, oh, we're so excited. So they start doing stuff like that, blowing it out their ass. Thank you, Lab Glass. And so we go through all that. Now we get to the point now where the games and the movies are so concerned about generating hype, they don't care if all they're hyping up is a flaming hot dog turd. And that's where I've landed with a lot of games. Too many of them with the hype. Not enough with the delivery. I blame EA Games. Actually, Declassified Crocs. Can we find the story? I wonder if I can find it. Admits in-game store is bad. Mass Effect store is the Mako the worst design game. Be clever. Where do store bet? All right, I can't find it right now. One of the creators of Mass Effect 3 multiplayer said that the weapon pack systems and everything they came out with was a beautiful system. It was great. Unfortunately, it made so much fucking money in so little time that the people above them just and then it was immediately fucking shoehorned into FIFA, and now it's into all these other games, and they cloned it and copied it everywhere. Now buying booster packs and buying chests to open and things like that is becoming standard affair in the games, and they're using real money to do it. It's not good. EA got so bad they had FIFA points in game was banned in some countries. That happened with Star Wars Battlefront also. Right. And the overall systems that you're talking about, those overall game systems in FIFA and Star Wars Battlefront, the blueprint for them was Mass Effect 3 multiplayer. Owned by EA. Just saying. And they came out with so much money in such a short amount of time. Fucking couldn't handle themselves. Didn't know what to do with themselves. And then it changed the whole gaming world altogether. And there you go. Little things, big differences. Jamie Foxx is, again, apparently fine, but we don't know what the heck the deal is. What did you suffer from, sir? I need to know. Inquiring minds and whatnot. All right, so let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that because we covered those. And decline, I don't need that. All right, so we're about halfway through the first hour. We got 3 hours left in the program. We'll catch up with the chat here, get back into our next stories and stuff. Thank you for supporting the show. All the bits, subs, money, all the support just keeps rolling our goal down, which is on the 18th of December. That is super awesome. Is that that tighter or looser? That's loose. All right, loosey-goosey, righty-tighty. All right. One person spent thousands to get Darth Vader and didn't get him. That was bad. EA had to redo the whole in-game loot system for Battlefront 2. The overall in-game loot system and the problem with things like that is in that particular game, you're literally pay to win. A lot of those kinds of characters are overpowered to the point where having them presents a significant advantage. And then you're putting an arbitrary value on it. It's not good. I'm not a fan of it. They've a lot of video games, Blizzard in particular, has found that the way they get out of that, but still keep the hook in there, is they make all of the in-game stuff, appearance only. It's for looks, The performance of the game, the meat and the bones of the game, that's always the same. And everything, all the stuff you're paying for is for looks. And that's where it becomes a thing where now when you're a top-tier player, you want to get the thing for looks so you can be shiny or whatever. Or maybe if you suck, you at least want to look cool. I don't know. Battle passes. I didn't do a lot of the Battlefront 2 stuff. I was a fan of the original Star Wars Battlefront, and I didn't want to lose that memory. I like Mech Warrior Legends because it's free to play and you are always playing against other humans. I might have to look into that. I'm a huge Mech Warrior fan. There's a new Gundam anime coming out on Netflix for all of you mecha fans. I'm super excited for that. Let's get into this story. Is this that? This is on that? No, that's heavy snow causing shit. I don't know why that's even there. All right, so there's a man believed to have fired shots at officers before a Virginia house exploded, and the man is now dead, according to police. Authorities have identified the suspect who fired at two officers from a duplex in Arlington, Virginia, in a neighborhood before the home exploded. The man's name was James Yoo. Arlington County Police Chief Andy Penn identified Yo, 56, as the owner of the duplex that exploded. Penn said officers responded to the house at 4:45 p.m. Monday after reports of shots fired. He said they believed Yo fired a flare-type gun from inside the home more than 30 times. After attempts to communicate with Yo were unsuccessful, police obtained a search warrant. As officers tried to enter the home, multiple gunshots were fired from within the house. Soon after, the house exploded. Authorities said they have not yet determined the cause of the explosion. Penn said Yo is presumed dead. The owner of the Virginia... Oh, there's an update. Owner of the Virginia house that exploded outside the nation's capital as police were trying to execute a search warrant ranted about his neighbors on social media and filed a federal lawsuit. Oh, wait, excuse me, not just one. Filed several federal lawsuits that were dismissed as frivolous against his ex-wife, his younger sister, a moving company, and the New York Supreme Court. Just, for good measure, I'm going to hold the justices to justice. All right, buddy. Police have not publicly identified the person whose actions brought them to the home. Yeah, they did. They said his name was Yo. But again, accusing him of firing a flare gun 30 to 40 times in the Bluemont neighborhood. Officers escaped serious injury, but it was unclear what happened to the suspect who was inside the building that was leveled. Officers went to the home. That's literally right a few paragraphs up. Discharge inside the home, no damage. Injuries were reported, police said in a statement. While police investigated, they obtained a search warrant for the home and tried to make contact with the suspect by telephone and loudspeaker. But he remained inside without responding, police said. Officers tried to execute the warrant. Police said the suspect discharged several rounds from what is believed to be a firearm inside the home around 8:30 p.m. There was an explosion, shooting flames and debris into the air. An investigation into the circumstances of the explosion is ongoing. Yo filed 4 lawsuits in federal court between 2018 and 2022. Each case was dismissed as frivolous, while some were described by judges as convoluted or confused. One of Yo's lawsuits was more than 300 pages long. In 2018, Yo filed a 163-page federal lawsuit in New York against his then-wife, younger sister, and a hospital after he was committed against his will. Yo alleged a conspiracy and deprivation of his rights, among other crimes. Really showing them that they're a bunch of crazy bitches, right? I'm not nuts. I'm gonna fire a flare gun like 50 times and then blow myself up. Who's crazy now? Ha ha. Like, I mean, I'm sorry. You are nuts. Oh my God. Saint Caesar saying the Moneymaker movie trailer you watched earlier is on Amazon Prime. I'm tempted. I am tempted to watch that movie. It looks like it might be kind of good. Just saying. Dave Lee, FAFO, you will never win a gunfight with the cops. Yeah, and apparently at this one, the cops didn't even fight back. He just lost by default. Like karma reached in and said, nope, boom, house explosion. Sorry, it's getting a little rough in and out here, but we're coming to the end of the first hour. We've got enough content material to get you all the way to 5:30. We're going to keep this show going until 5:30, and even if I have to drag my dried, withered vocal cords or could you speak clearly today, asshole? Thank you. Alrighty, so yes, you don't have the video. The video of the explosion, I might have another video, another link. I have a couple links for this story because there, again, were multiple developments. But let's see if we have the video on this next one. Nerd. Yep. This is the video I'm assuming you're talking about. You're getting a little ahead of me, but I'm also dragging my ass. So, I mean, thank you. Throw a pet store in there, too. What? A pet store? Oh, throw a pet store in there. This is where I can't keep up with the chat and go back at the same time. I'm not skilled enough to do it, nerd. Holy gee. Oh, dear Lord. Oh my God. Okay. I'm going to turn the audio up and I'm going to hit play again. They said that there were some gunshots, right? Sorry, I'll see myself out. No. Actually, I was making fun of me, and we're both dicks. We could just hang out and be cocks together, I guess. They said there were some police. That he opened fire on the police, and the police shot back. I wonder if you listen really carefully, you can hear the occasional gunshot. Thanks, Biden. He had nothing to do with it. It wasn't even political. I don't know why that makes me laugh so much. But just there's a boom and thanks, Biden. Was that gunshots or was that gunshots or was that someone pulling up and crushing a fence? All right, so yeah, that's crushing some shit. Ooh. So they're pushing in on the fence. I'm sorry. I don't mean to keep going nuts. You literally watch the lights go out in that house as all the power. Oh, man. Whew. All right. Allow me to get to Fall in the Grade, apparently. Very, very, very important message here. Boob. Okay. Boob. Hey, Johnny, why does Aaron call his show the Steel Toe Show when he can't change a flat tire on his truck? Asking for a friend, buddy. I don't know. He's always said it, just the Steel Toe Show was a name. It wasn't like he is a person who works in steel toe boots. Also, weird that you bring that question here, Mrs. Buzzy's G-string, because I can't tell you why Aaron can't change a tire. I can tell you why I can't change a tire. My crippled ass can't change a tire because apparently the things like get somewhat stuck to the wheel and I can't. So I'm just laying on the ground looking real retarded. And then I have to call a tow truck guy to put the spare tire on the car so I can take the car to get fixed, which is really weird because the tow truck guy came out, but he did not tow the car. He just changed the tire. Different strokes. America, fuck yeah, coming to save the motherfucking. I have a feeling Fallen has boobs. Fallen might have boobs. Let's go. So I imagine since we just saw that explosion, now we're going to go slow-mo.
Holy fucking shit.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh.
Yep. Boom. So there we go there. Boo. Just got here. What are we booing? Says Evil Gandhi. Oh, I was doing boobs for Fallen. But I don't think we're booing anything. The explosion part though, that was something. So now Frosty the Snowman. Wait, what? Do we have a snowman victim in the front? I didn't see that. I was too busy watching. We can Zabruder this bitch. Oh, you're not wrong. Oh no. I can't zoom in, can I? Can I zoom in? No. No zooming in. Stupid. All right, so we got, I'm guessing, police officers here. Certainly hope it's police officer, not some poor, bystander. Frosty the Snowman, got Santa the reindeer, the whole getup. Looks like a real festive neighborhood. I don't know why anyone would have an issue with this feller. Oh yeah. Frosty the Snowman was lobotomized by a brick. Hit him in the face and it lands stuck in place and now he can't even use his dick. Oh. R.I.P. Frosty. Thank you, Jolly Green Dickhead. Bud Bridges. Wow, they killed the hell out of him. Who? They didn't get the chance to. Again, by all accounts, no one knew who this guy really was. Apparently, he was popping off a whole bunch of flares. The cops showed off. He fired a few shots. They drove in closer. Bada boom, bada boom. My wife has heavy milkers, baby. Due the 20th, says Fallen the Great. Good for you, Fallen. All right, Snowman versus Tannerite. This is a short brought to us by Fallen in honor of his baby due the 20th. Again, congratulations. We'll play this video. Who has that many rounds of flare? Right? And, forgive me if I'm wrong, but aren't most flare guns a single cartridge shot? You don't have, a clip or a magazine or anything like that. You have to literally shoot it, break it open. It's like a breech load, and then reload it, go again. Like, this story does seem awfully sus. If we're on, there's a lot of I smell some hinky shit happening here. Something's hinky. I don't like it when things are hinky. All right, I don't like it when things are hinky. I'm gonna move on because I don't need more hinky things in my life right now. I got a lot going on this week, so we'll go to Fallen's clip here. We'll see how this snowman defends himself against Tannerite, and let's unmute this for full effect. Come on, and go. I'm going to say very anticlimactic. Could have used a bigger boom. Boof. That's what I thought. One and done. Yeah, because you got to break it open to it just. So the 30 to 40 rounds of firing off 30 to 40 rounds of a flare gun. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but most flare guns kind of leave behind a little bit of, I don't know, a smoke trail. Big old cloud, big old balls covered in spaff. I can't get that fucking lyric out of my head to save my life. We'll drop that. We're done. The emerging details part out. Executing search warrant. Boom. Here's a photo from Arlington County Police Department showing the aftermath. Police received reports of a man firing a flare gun. At least one concerned neighbor called the police. Quinn said she could see flares coming from the house in the afternoon and initially assumed someone may have been goofing off on an afternoon. But then after about 20 of them, I started to think, this is concerning. Maybe someone should call the police. There was a police unit that was going down the street and then took a turn around the corner down the cul-de-sac where he was, and it looked like they gave him a talking to. So officers talked to this person? We didn't have more fact. That fact is something new that wasn't in the other stories ring. Officers tried to execute a search warrant shortly before 8:30 p.m. The suspect allegedly fired multiple rounds from what is believed to be a firearm, according to authorities. Oh, here's the interview of the guy that supposedly shot the video of the house explosion. This is a really crappy form of it because it's patched through here, but let's go with this.
Hurt you, and then they ended up driving the SWAT truck through the front door with like a pile driving arm, and at that point he started firing a weapon back. I mean, I believe it was like an AR. It was a high caliber weapon. It's not a flare. They shot flares at the beginning. He was not shooting flares near the end. They started returning fire with non-lethal weapon, with a non-lethal, they kept saying non-lethal. They're shooting a shotgun back into the windows.
Buddy, are you a Fed? Because I got to say, you're doing one hell of a PR job for the police department. I mean, you're really going out like, no. And then they came back with non-lethal force because they were saying, like, most people aren't going to be and they came back with non-lethal force, and they were like, all right, this is a 1062-35-74. You're just, who's an imbecile? Me? Am I an imbecile? Ban high-capacity flare guns. The house is now for sale for $300,000. I mean, yes, it is a fixer-upper. It had one previous owner who it began what we would call a rushed renovation and unfortunately ran out of funding before completing his renovation. Oh, no, the guy. Thank you. I was like, wait a minute, I'm an imbecile. I'm making fun of this guy for being like, oh yeah, no. So it was clearly a high power, high caliber rifle, and after they began their breaching maneuver, he then said, you know what, fuck off, and then they backed up and said, no, we will return fire with strictly non-lethal force. All right, go.
Blasting out the windows a little bit, and then At that point, they reversed the truck back. They kept trying to yell to him. He sounded like he was trying to say something back, but they were like, look, we can't hear you. You know, please come out. Please come out. We won't get hurt. And at that point, they reversed back and they changed the angle of the truck, and they were going to try to take out the window, the front window there, tell them to back up from the window. And at that point, they were driving forward to the window, and that's when the whole place went up. I mean, just absolutely. I mean, you saw the video. It was.
What's going on for your?
All right, so this is all like you could have gone with a better. I should have looked for this video like somewhere else on like the internet. And then ninjas started throwing explosive throwing stars, and then these fucking aliens came out of the sky, and they were like, you know, sucking up all of the metals because they were just here to harvest resources, man, because they're just used. And then Bill Pullman came out and said, today is our Independence Day. And I was like, it's not even, it's December, man. I mean, but you saw the video. Evil Gandhi. And everybody was kung fu fighting, and let me tell you, those were fast as lightning. It was a little surprising, but they avoided child support with expert timing. Feel bad about that one. A little bad about that. It's a joke. We're joking. We're having fun. All right. So thank you for being part of the show. Let's clip. Don't clip. Don't go back to this. I don't want anything on there. All right. So we're good there. Bud Britch is agreeing with me in the Rumble chat. Thank you for watching on Rumble. Fed. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm picking up super Fetty vibes off of you, dude. I'm picking up some Fetty vibes. Some very. I'm picking up some confetti vibes, if you know what I mean. Ooh, there's an idea for a sticker and or thing. Confetti. All right, so let's go ahead and close that. Patrick Webb. Do we have anything else about this? What do we know about James Yu? James Yu YouTube channel. U.S. is the world's biggest terrorist. What? So you live in this country and you think that America is the world's biggest terrorist. Oh, that's according to Norman Chomsky in 2015. Fuck the police, Ice Cube / NWA. That was a song. Hashtag purge them, former head of global security with CFIS experience. Okay. Alrighty then. So the guy, oh, wow. Jesus Christ. He spied on his neighbors, and though they were federal agents, and thought that they were federal agents that have been keeping tabs on him for years. Well, I mean, they could be, but they're also your neighbors. The guy was targeting their neighbors according to his recent LinkedIn activity. See below. Yeah, I think I will. December 1st, 2023, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Hollywood bullshit. Jamie / Rosemary and Lance Smith extract, copy, and examine all of my network and digital connections for signaling. It's a double-edged sword for their victims, since everybody consumes digital network / digital connections, while the victims' connections are being used against the victims. ESPN signaling, MSU aware of Smith's suitors, tacked on 7th year, i.e. Miss U aware of Mr. and Mrs. Smith, SU, it or, suitors, attacked on the 7th. Rosemary and Lance are working with the witch and alien to surprise attack James Yu on December 7th, 2023, the anniversary of the... Wait a minute. So you're telling... The anniversary of the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor. All right. Okay. So you're telling me, James, may I call you James? You're telling me that apparently the government is watching you and simultaneously trolling you on the anniversary of the attack on Pearl Harbor? I mean, I know you're nuts, but do you hear yourself? I mean, come on, man. Jesus Christ. All right, so the anniversary of the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor on December 7, 1941. Why ESPN? I believe Jamie/Rosemary moved to the Rochester, New York area approximately when I moved there in December of 2000 and cultivated white spies, including Gus Weber. Gus is/was a director at ESPN and moved to Massachusetts from Rochester, New York for the position. I met Gus through the witch's sister, husband Philip. Gus invited me to one of his holiday parties, and I also watched him and Philip at a gun range in Penfield, New York. Gus is one of the main ESPN links to the Rochester, New York bullshit and signals accordingly via including but not limited to the ESPN app. It's obvious y'all, Jamie, Rosemary, Lance, etc., desire and intend to assassinate James Yu. Fuck y'all. Again, James Yu. So, how do you know they intend to assassinate you? You're sending yourself a message that they intend to assassinate you? I'm getting very, very concerned. This guy seems nuts. I'd like to thank Carlos Danger 638. Carlos Danger 638. Good to hear from you, buddy. Saying, remember, most of these lunatics are allowed to vote, procreate, and possibly own firearms. Sleep soundly on that one. He seems logical. I'm on his side. Right? I mean, after all, you do think that the ESPN is a secret clandestine organization that is out to assassinate you. Why? Why does ESPN want to kill you? Are you rigging the game? Time to play the game. I can't do that thing. If I lean into this even a little bit, it fucking blows out like there's no tomorrow. It sucks. All right. He still makes more sense than Biden. Look, Evil Gandhi, yeah, he makes more sense than... Look, I got mannequins in stores that make more sense than Joe Biden. They can also stand longer, better, for prolonged periods of time. I've got robots that walk better than Joe Biden. I've got a cat that is probably more lively than Joe Biden, and he's fucking dead. But I digress. We're having a good time. This show is going again for another 2.5 hours. Thank you for being here. Let's keep going on this dude's fucking crazy tweets. So that's one. The YouTube channel. Defund the FBI. All right. Defund the CIA. Okay. Defund the NSA. Right. Purge all NOCs. Purge all spies. The only problem I have with that second one is I feel like that one's very blanket. Like you can just call whoever you want an NOC or a spy. And I hated that term, NOC, knock. Is that a real term? Because, again, non-cover operative, it should be NCO. Non is NON. But they take the N out of it just to go NOC, knock. It's got a cute little name. But if it's a non-cover operative, like it is in the quote of the movie, spies like us. All right, anyways, let's, boop, 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 boop. Boop. This is my next door neighbor. Oh my Jesus Christ, and there's a photo. You nutball. This is my next door neighbor and he lists the address. Currently known as Jamie Hill Smith, Lance's wife. I allege and believe this is Rosemary Tosher. Rosemary was my coworker at MCI, Crystal City location, for a few months. If memory serves, Jamie/Rosemary attended Ohio University. Jamie/Rosemary and Lance and her 2 children are spies and act as buffers, collecting my information and then delivering it to their handlers. This is how the ruling class stays anonymous, using buffers and handlers to absorb digital ID. Rosemary drives a Volkswagen Tiguan, and I believe Lance attended the University of Florida. Jamie/Rosemary and her family have been stalking James Yu since the mid-1990s. This is how white people operate, and they have the luxury of outnumbering all other races by almost 7-1 in America. I'm sorry we don't live in the world that this guy thinks. This is where I'm sad. I'm not sad because he has this bullshit view of white people and them holding all the... No. That doesn't bother me at all. The problem I have is that world doesn't exist. I'd love to live in that world where we're all working together to hold everybody down and it keeps us all up. But no. We hate each other just as much as we hate all of you. It's not even a race thing. We're just dicks. It's called the human condition. That's the worst part of all this. I'm reading this guy's crazy fucking memoirs or whatever you want to call them, and I'm going, God, wouldn't it be nice if we could all work together to secretly hold down the black man? Like, you know, when you say it out loud, it doesn't sound like a really good plan. But I mean, if we were... Wouldn't it be nice if we could work together to just steal all of your IDs? So then what is suburbia? Is that like the training grounds? I don't understand. But he's the one taking the pics, spying them. Right. These people are the spies. These people are the ones collecting information. But you're the one with all of the surveillance. Oh, and by the way, buddy, I just noticed this. Flipping it back over here. You've done so much surveillance work, your battery is almost dead. It's on. Is that 7 minutes? You got 7 minutes left? She's looking awful tight, my friend. I think it's time to plug her in. And they're still at 7 minutes. This must be further down. This is my next door, blah, 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 known as Lance Smith. If that is his bona fide name, he drives a white Jeep. And white Jeeps are the vehicles of feds. I love this man. Small egg picker. Wow, the dildos on OnlyFans have better batteries, right? This is like Dale from King of the Hill. Yeah, but we never checked Dale's phone. Dale from King of the Hill was entertaining because he'd hang out with Boomhauer and the rest of them and just kind of have fucking jokes and talk about shit. Yeah, I won't tell you what, man. And it's just... Now we've got this. This guy's like, I'm going to take pictures on the phone. And then he blew up his house. I feel like we really needed this guy to stick around. There is a lot he could enlighten us to about the way the world works. But that's why the man had to stop him. Do we have anything else on that? Wait a minute. What? Okay. This one just took a turn. That's why I don't pre-read shit, because this wouldn't have blown my mind like it just did right now. Okay, so we saw the footage. Apparently that guy survived. The person in the house wasn't him, because he was spouting off on YouTube about his house exploding. I was being spied on by the U.S. government for previously working as head of security for CFIUS. They assume I am a traitor. Oh, readers added context. The account is fake, which changed their channel handle after the story broke to impersonate James Yu. The real James Yu account can be found here and hasn't posted since the explosion. And that page is not available. So there we go. I work as the head of security for CFIUS. CFIUS is an interagency committee authorized to review certain transactions involving foreign investment in the United States and certain real estate transactions by foreign persons in order to determine the effect of such transactions on the national security of the United States. J6 event. What? This dude is so weird. So, I think that... What the... Okay, tinfoil fat conspiracy time. So this guy's a fucking nut job who thinks January 6th is an event rigged and orchestrated bullshit by them. They do not want an actual coup against them, so they rig, orchestrate, and control a fake January 6th event riot and then rig trials to set fake precedent in attempts to scare and mind control people's minds. Then they spy on the people and track the people's reaction to fake January 6th event and ruin people who show even a slight hint of resistance against them. Okay? And then on Israel, all software and hardware have backdoor security breaches purposely built in with governments and nations spying on people. I doubt America and the DoD changed their network security architecture since my CFIUS days around 2003. But Checkpoint Security, Israeli-based company, firewalls and security products are deeply entrenched throughout America's and DoD's network, including the internet. This is not a secret. They intentionally sacrifice America's and DoD's security to Israel. He told people that the news was lying to them. You survived the blast. Holy shit, you believe the news. Bro, they said it was a flare gun. You're being lied to. The U.S. government wants me dead because they assume I'm a traitor. All of the videos are deleted now, but this one. You'll know the truth before 7th. Jamie, Rosemary, and Lance are working with the Witch and Alien to surprise attack James Yu on December 7th. The authorities have not talked about what this is, but... No, that's the video. I can't figure this out. This is so effing weird. Okay, this guy is in insult to Dale Gribble. I don't know who... Oh, you mean Dale. Okay. I knew people online who attended January 6th, still alive, not arrested. Yeah, but don't say that too loud. Otherwise, people, you and them names. All right. And then we've got Small Egg Picker. This guy, I used to chill with Trump supporters on StreamYard YouTube channel. Yeah, I don't think this guy's all there. A broken clock is right twice a day. But that's the scary part, Trucker. He's right more than twice. And he is right. Now, what's their names? Whose names? The name of the guy is James Yu, and the names of the other people in question, I'd have to go track down his story. I don't know if I want to do that now. I'm so weirded out by all of this. I don't know how to take it. And have we even gotten out of our first hour stories? We're almost halfway through hour 2, and we're not done with... Wow. Really dragging ass today. I am sorry, guys. I didn't realize I was going to be so worn down from doing yesterday's show. helping my friends online yesterday and getting up and doing this morning show and then prepping this one. Just kind of really just sucked it right out of me today. I'm going to have to get some serious sleep in time tomorrow and kind of really revitalize everything. All right, what? I don't know what that means, and just for my own safety, I'm doing that. Hot damn, why? Ugh. God, that's a pain in the ass when stuff goes off and you don't expect it. And it's in my ears, and it's really loud. It fucking screws me up, throws a fucking monkey wrench and everything. All right, we're back in it. We're going to keep going. Thank you for being part of the show. We're going for another 2 hours and 15 minutes. Let's check over here and see where we're at. Great numbers on Rumble, Twitch, and YouTube. Thank you, everyone, for being here. We love having all of you. Now, Hayle Hasselhoff is obviously son of Baywatch star David Hasselhoff. I didn't know this. Hayle Hasselhoff is apparently a bit of a chunker. I thought, did David have more than one daughter? Because I swore he had a cute one, and I got to look into this because otherwise I don't know who I'm thinking of. David Hasselhoff daughter. That's not helpful at all. All right. Daughters. Nope. No, he has two. He has Hayle and then Taylor Ann. Taylor Ann's the cute one, isn't she? Let's go to the images. Taylor Ann Hasselhoff. Yup. Taylor Ann's the cute one. Taylor Ann's okay. Yeah. So it's Taylor Ann and Hayle, and actually Hayle used to not be heavy. Nah, never mind. I take it back. Hayle was always kind of fat, but Taylor Ann is all right. All right, so Taylor Ann's the one that looks like, boneable. All right, let's go back to this. So Hayle Hasselhoff did a photo shoot for Playboy, and like I said, she's a thicker woman. She's a bigger lady. All right, there's nothing wrong with that. If different strokes, different folks. I mean, I wouldn't kick her out of my bed for eating crackers, but that's just because she'll suck up all the crumbs. Oh, get it? Because she doesn't let them get away. All right, so the point is, Hayle Hasselhoff was in the, I guess, the digital version of Playboy now, Playboy Centerfold. It's a digital platform to compete with OnlyFans. Good effing luck. Alrighty, so Hayle Hasselhoff isn't done making a splash. She never did unless she fell out of a boat, and that's just because whales go home. The pinup and actress. She's not an what has she been in? And the pinup part, as far as I know, this is the first time ever hearing of her doing anything. So that's all I'm going to say there. And all right, so I still remember David being in Germany for the fall of the wall and singing. Right? Where are we on or off on that? Because that should have popped up here. Where's the chat screen thing on there? Chat box isn't exposed. There we go. Now it's back on. The biggest misconception. Oh, wait. I skipped through the paragraph. The pinup actress made history in 2021 when she became the first curve model to land a European Playboy cover. Her titillating Playboy Germany cover. Of course it was Germany. The one place in the world where, like, nah, dude, we want to see David Hasselhoff's daughter. I want to fuck David Hasselhoff's daughter. It's Germany. Of course it's Germany. Guys are weird. So her titillating Playboy Germany cover was shot by famed photographer Ellen von Unwerth. Yeah, I want an Unworth photo. I don't want it to be worth anything. I want it to be unworth everything. The biggest misconception curve models get is that we glamorize obesity, Hasselhoff told Fox News Digital. I mean, because you do? That's probably the biggest question I've been asked around the world in my 10-year career. I hear, do you feel like you're glamorizing obesity? And I would say no. I feel like I'm making someone feel better in their skin, and that's a beautiful thing. I think everyone has the right to feel comfortable and beautiful, valued and desired in their skin, no matter what shape or size they are. And you'd kind of be wrong, but there are other hurtful misconceptions curve models faced, Hasselhoff pointed out. One of the older misconceptions that I hope has left the building is that curve models are lazy, that they don't work out, and they aren't fit. No, but the people who look up to you and use you as an excuse, those people definitely are. Being curvy and voluptuous doesn't mean you don't want to take care of yourself. As a model, I still want to be healthy and fit. And you've got to remember, mental health still means you've got to take care of your physical health because that's all intertwined. Your mental health is connected to your physical body, too. The idea that plus-size models don't take care of themselves like straight models do is outdated. No, straight models don't take care of themselves either. They abuse themselves to the other side of the crazy spectrum. See, what we're saying is you are like, you eat your feelings, they purge their feelings. So, Saint Aran, yeah, you like my German curtains. My meat flaps are tasty. No, God, no. God damn it, Saint Aran. I don't need that kind of stuff sitting in. All right, so let's open image in new tab. Let's, you know what? They censor it. We'll do this. Open image in new tab. Open image in new tab. Nerp. All right, so again, she's saying she does not glamorize obesity, and she appears in pictures like this. I would say, yes, this doesn't really glamorize obesity. This is certainly someone being comfortable in their own skin. This is a little bit more glamorizing obesity, where it's the idea that, like, hey, this is attractive, this is desirable, and the problem is it isn't, though. And it's not healthy. That's the big one. But how dare anyone think you glamorize obesity? Does this... You're just like on the cover being like, hey, look at me. And again, you might take your health very seriously. You might do work for it. But the people that use you as a freaking straw man for their argument, they certainly don't. And that's where you're glamorizing it. You're making it possible for others to do that because you're like, look, I can be on the front. It doesn't matter. No, it does matter, though. That's the problem. You guys all come to say, like, we should all just be happy with ourselves at any size. It doesn't matter. No, it does matter. That's the part where we're getting upset, is you're ignoring the part where physical health really matters. She even points out that it matters, but not enough to care. Oh, man. We have 2 hours left in the program, and I'm literally massaging my vocal cords. Like, maybe if we rub it, it'll work. But can we rub this out to get to the rest of the show? That's all I need to know. Anyways, I do have some cough drops. Maybe that'll help get through. Alrighty, so let's finish this up. Making history with Playboy Germany was one thing, but to see the overwhelming response was another, the 31-year-old revealed. When Playboy US reached out, it was a no-brainer just because I still get messages to this day from girls and women about that issue. Some even ask where they can get the issue for their husbands. So let me get this straight. Ladies are asking you where they can get this issue so their husbands can see it? Either those ladies are lying or those women are, hey, I'd really like you to jerk off to this lady. Because, you know, I'm fat, she's fat, so spank it to that. Even if she was completely attractive, I would be weirded out at anyone that's like, where can I get this magazine so I can give it to my husband? So I can be like, hey, look at her. I bet you want to touch your dick now. What the fuck? Why are you doing it? Why are you doing it? Why are you going out to the store, coming home with a magazine, and then I would never be comfortable with someone's like, honey, I really love you, and today when I was out, I thought I'd get something for you, just a little treat to enjoy yourself. Here's a box of tissues. Now, you might say that's not a gift, but to go with the Kleenex tissues, the new edition of Hayle Hasselhoff in Playboy. One that sounds incredibly old. Like, incredibly old. Like, that's just an old time. Like, yes, it's a good woman that brings home her husband some spank bank material. No. That is an old, outdated concept. We have Pornhub on the phones. We don't need your help. And two, again, I'm one of those people that you shouldn't be overly concerned about your partner's masturbatory habits unless it's just from the simple realm of personal curiosity, because, again, partner. And two, you want to join in once in a while. It's like, hey, how about we play together, so to speak? Then that's one thing. Other than that, maybe you don't worry about it. Maybe the private time is private, with your privates, indeed. There we go. This whole thing took one hell of a big turn. Alrighty. So some even ask me where they can get the issue for their husbands. I really doubt it. I really, really doubt it. I thought your issue was so empowering. I thought I'd love it if my husband nutted to that. All right, so the Playboy Centerfold allows you to have a one-on-one experience, she shared. I can have a one-on-one conversation with my audience and get to know them. You can get everybody in one place all together at once. And I love getting to know women, Hasselhoff added. So you're a lesbian? According to the body positive advocate. Again, you're not empowering. You're body positive. Can we stop changing the words? You're fat and lazy. Because, again, if you're body positive, you're fat and lazy. If you're doing something about it, then you're not body. There's so many different platforms out there, but of course I'm so excited to continue my partnership with Playboy, Hasselhoff explained. It was a privilege to make history as the first ever curve model to help women feel like they are valued. Jesus. Again, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, ma'am. This is not that bad. Like, overall, plus size, whatever, this is fine. This is someone who's a little thick, and it might not be the healthiest, but it's not unhealthy. But the problem is, people who can't walk or can't stand or have to have a special device to wipe their ass, they use people like you as their reason to justify not improving their own habits. No, stop shaming me. I'm body positive. No, you're drowning in fat, and I don't want to watch it. Oh, man. She's not that bad, especially in the face. I hate to say this, but I've heard of butter face, but this might be the first one. Butter body? Is there a term for that? Where it's like the face is the only good part? Be proud of your work, David. Be a proud daddy. David can go around, hey, see my daughter nude? Here, take one. I mean, I don't know that I would do that. That would make me feel a little weirded out. Small Egg Picker's got a clip for us. Let's go to this clip from Small Egg Picker. Apparently, I did something clip-worthy. I really don't remember what it is. This is from 5 minutes ago. I should remember better than that. Let's see. It'll work, but can we rub this out to get to the rest of the show? That's all I need to know. It'll work, but can we rub this out to get to the rest of the show? That's all I need to know. It'll work, but can we rub this out to get to the rest of the show? That's all I need to know. That's the moment where this caught up to that. Or actually, where I should say this caught up to that. Where the brain caught up to the mouth and went, you know what you did? You stuck your foot in there, you dumb son of a bitch. Ha ha. Great. Thank you for pointing that out. The titties aren't bad. Dude, she overall, look, joking and insults or whatever aside, overall, Hayle Hasselhoff is remarkably attractive. She's nothing wrong with her, but my point is, again, it's the floodgate of amorphous blobs of other people that pile in behind her with the body positive movement. And the worst part is I used to be one of those people. I used to be you can be whatever size you want, but you should be happy for you. And then I noticed myself and other people, we were always unhappy. And then I started doing a little self-reflection, worked on making me a little better, and I was happier. And I've since noticed that a lot of the people are like, the world doesn't accept me for the way I am. You know, I feel like that's a lot more of you projecting. Because for most of the people, the world accepts me the way I am. For most of those people, guess what? The world doesn't. But they just don't give a shit. They're just happy. They accept them for the way they are. I feel like if you accept you, you don't need someone else's permission or okay to be you. The world needs to accept me. No, you need the world to accept you. The rest of us could give a fuck. But thank you. Who was that clipped that? Small Egg Picker. Thank you, Small Egg Picker, for clipping that little bit of the show for us. We're going again for another 2 hours. We still haven't even loaded up our second hour stories. So that's pretty awesome. Let's get caught up with this one here, the model thing. All right, so we're done there. Oh, wait, never mind. I'm so comfortable in lingerie. It's just a piece of who I am, she explains. I have worn silk nightgowns and robes since I was 14 or 15 years old. Victoria's Secret didn't even have my size. I had to get bras from this little Parisian shop near my house, and these older women told me I should start wearing nightgowns at a young age, so that my bosom doesn't go down. And I got obsessed with old, beautifully crafted nightgowns from the 40s and the 50s. All my friends know that silks are a part of me, and I've shot a lot of my lingerie in my career. All right. I've shot a lot of lingerie in my career. Again, oh, dear Lord. So, open image, a new tab. Boop. Let's close. Yo. Boop. Here we go. And boop, boop, boopity boop. This is what I'm saying, man. This is used as an excuse for people who are way worse or have way more issues to okay their issues. It's just, like I said, the fact that I'm not pushing for I'm not pushing for obesity or plus or whatever, stopping obesity. I'm just comfortable with my body. And again, she's not too bad, but that's really pushing it, man. That is really pushing it. Evil Gandhi. Oh, hot damn, that's a huge bitch. That is insensitive, sir. She is a woman. She is somebody's daughter. She might even have kids. She might, she might. And again, I don't have a problem with her wanting to be comfortable with who she is. But this idea of I should be in Playboy, I should be a model. No, the more you're out front as in Playboy, as in a model, the more there are going to be people like, what? I eat Haagen-Dazs all day. That's fine. I can be beautiful at any size. Yes, you can be beautiful at any size, but that doesn't mean you need to supersize your meal. That's all I'm saying. You can back that one off. Maybe take the treadmill today, have a salad, or fast. I can't work out as much as the next person, so I fast. She be eating, says Lab Glass. Ah, Saint Ren says pass. I mean, sure. I mean, why would you pass? Looks like there's plenty to go around. I am going to go to hell for that bit. All right. So let's, Aaron needs to learn supersizing his meals. Actually, Aaron needs to learn minimizing his meals. Have you heard about the guy? He can't even get his kids some food from McDonald's without scarfing some fries for himself. The man's got a problem. He can't step away from the starches, and he can't step away from the carbs. And mark my words, it'll be his undoing. His metabolism slows down. He's going to start putting on that weight like a fucking freight truck. And I'll tell you this, April's a hot piece of ass. She ain't going to hang around forever. Once he can't see his dick, she's gone. All right. I am a horrible piece of shit. He gonna look Hayle soon. I don't know about that. He's very, very motivated to lose this weight for this. He was so motivated to be in shape and look good for this vacation. I just thought he was going to see his boyfriend Gino. I was so surprised to hear that they weren't doing that. Clip what? What do you mean clip that? I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't do anything clip-worthy. Don't clip anything. This ain't a clipping show. We didn't do anything worth clipping. Let's get into our next topic, next story here. Now, if you don't remember, quick reminder, abbreviated version, if you will, Cliff Notes. Holden Armenta? I'm going to say Armina? Armenta. I'm going to say Armenta. Holden Armenta is a little 9-year-old boy who just wanted to go to a baseball game. That seems like something we can all enjoy. Fucking time out at a game, having ourselves a good time, just fucking not doing nothing to anybody. Well, apparently that little 9-year-old struck the ire of the internet because he wore some face paint and a headdress, which, if you ask me, is a crime no kid should be charged with. But in today's day and age, that doesn't hold a candle to social justice. So they burned him at the stake, metaphorically speaking. And then it came out that, it turns out this kid under the black and red face paint was actually a Native American descendant. So it's kind of like, I don't know. Okay for him to embrace his childhood heritage. But now he's ashamed and all this other stuff. Mom came out a while ago saying, you've already ruined stuff for this kid. You can't fucking undo it. There's no apologizing. There's no whoops-a-doodle. We meant well. You guys are assholes. Baseball? I thought it was baseball. Isn't the Kansas City Chiefs a baseball team? NFL, never mind. It was football. Fuck me. At any rate, let's just read the story. The parents of 9-year-old Kansas City Chiefs fan Holden Armenta are threatening legal action. Oh, fuck. What is it? Is there something in the back of my chair? What's picking at my back? You can't exercise your way out of a bad diet, says Toastmaster. I mean, you can. It's very, very hard. But you kind of can. To an extent. If your bad diet includes the healthy parts and the unhealthy parts, you can burn off the bad shit. But if you don't have the good building blocks, then you're just you're just fucked like a girl on a casting couch. All right. Anyways, so parents of 9-year-old Kansas City Chiefs fan, blah blah blah. On November 27th, Deadspin published an article calling on the NFL to condemn the young fan who writer Cameron J. Phillips claims hates black people and Native Americans. So let me get this straight. You think that a 9-year-old's going to go to a football game and he's like, hey, Dad, how about we paint my face just so we show the so we show the immigrants and the other people how the white man holds them down. I mean, really, guys, do you think, what world are you living in? It's a 9-year-old. He's probably like, I wonder if I'm going to get a fucking hot dog today. Jesus Christ. Phillips falsely accused Armenta of wearing blackface, conveniently leaving out the fact that one half of the child's face was painted red. He was simply showing off his team's colors. Yeah, I hate that. He's wearing blackface. Everybody paints their face the team's colors. So does that mean we can accuse people who are Green Bay Packer fans of wearing green and yellow face? Those Minnesota Vikings fans are wearing purple face. It's an insult to George Floyd. He's the only one allowed to wear purple face. More details later revealed that Holden actually did have ties to Native Americans. Contrary to Phillips' baseless jab at the kid, Holden's grandfather, Raul, serves on the board of the Chumash tribe in Santa Ynez, California. Holden's parents, Shannon and Raul, who goes by Bubba, hired Claire Locke LLP to demand a retraction and threaten further action against Phillips, Deadspin, and G/O Media and Great Hill Partners. These articles, posts on Twitter, and photos about Holden and his parents must be retracted immediately, the letter reads. It is not enough to quietly remove the tweet from Twitter or disable the article from Deadspin's website. You must publish your retractions and issue an apology to my clients with the same prominence and fanfare with which you defamed them. Bubba shared that the Native Americans tribes have reached out in support of the Armendas, and as questions of litigation arise. Bubba said the family is past the point of expecting an apology from Phillips. I don't even know what to think about I don't even know what to think about apologizing. It's kind of a little too late for that, Bubba Armina said on Fox News' Jesse Waters Primetime Wednesday. Oh, wait, never mind. We got that interview here. Let's just go to that interview here so I don't want to quote him again, because whoever wrote this, either they're quoting him directly and it just doesn't make sense or something.
Holden Armenta and his father, Bubba. So, Bubba, what was going through your...
Look, I get it. His granddad serves on the Native American, tribal board or whatever. These two might have Native American heritage and ancestry. I know someone who has pretty thick Native American heritage. Again, relatively light skin. But you can't fucking tell when you look at him like this, which is why it gets a little weird, one. And two, the bigger part of this is again why we should maybe drop the whole, oh, but you can't, that's racist, you're blackface. Maybe we should just fucking let kids be kids, let stupid shit be stupid shit, and if you think something's dumb and insulting, how about you just move on with your fucking day? Good God.
Mind the second you found out your son had been targeted like this?
It's been a lot. It's been a pretty crazy couple of days. I was mad, upset.
I'm going to say this. I'm fucking jealous. You say whatever you want. That fucking headdress is banging. Look at that fucking thing. Look, my daughter does not have, so far as I know, her mom claims to have some Native American ancestry, and I'm not sure how true that is. I'm not saying it's not true. I'm just saying, again, not documented, not proven. But even if it is documented and proven, my daughter doesn't have anywhere near the Native American ancestry that this young boy does. And let me tell you, she'd be grinning ear to ear wearing that fucking thing right there. She would love her life wearing that little headdress. Just let the fucking the feathers, the whole getup. So you're telling me that this kid is supposed to, I don't know, he did it to hate on the black people and the Native Americans, because that's what a 9-year-old's gonna do. Hey, we're gonna go to a football game. Time to make a statement. Where's my tablet so I can play Roblox on the way there? I mean, are you fucking kidding me, man? It's a fucking kid.
Upset for him. Mad that he's upset. He's pretty devastated. I mean, he's seen the videos and everything posted. He's excited. He's all over. It was his dream to get on the Jumbotron. And I've had family and friends call and, oh, we saw you on Sunday Night Football. So he's excited. Mm-hmm. But then everything else came up, and it's been a little bit of a spiral.
Holden, how are you feeling right now?
Holden, if I could speak for America while we have you, how are you holding up? Holding, baby, the man you wore a headdress, they said that maybe you were doing some blackface, now holding, baby. Sorry. Holden is look, the kid doesn't deserve any of this shit. And I also, if I could take one moment to speak to the dad and the mom, he also didn't deserve the name Holden, you fucks.
It's okay because a lot of kids at school are getting excited, but it's starting to get me a little nervous because if they go a little bit overboard, it's a little scary.
I bet it's scary. It can be a very overwhelming experience. How has the community been in terms of support?
Okay. So far.
I mean, I don't know if you know this or not, Jesse. Kids aren't exactly the best interview subjects, especially the ones that aren't good at public speaking. This motherfucker is nervous as a deer in headlights. I am also a little worried. Does that dad have his thumb up his son's butt right now? Because it's a little too tense in this scene, and I'm just a little worried. Father, just show of hands, you know? Hold him high in the sky. Let me see that you're an all right guy looking me in the eye.
Good. And you're a football guy, right? Don't you have practice in a few minutes?
Yeah, we're getting ready to head out the door for all-star practice.
All-star practice. Is it all-star because of his performance ability or because of his social media profile? Hey-oh! At any rate, I don't know if I want to keep going through this. But a 9-year-old Chiefs fan smeared as a racist. Why are we going... How is he racist? He's supporting a football team. Aren't they all black? Oh. Jesus Christ. All right, go.
What position do you play?
Wide receiver and free safety.
It's amazing. And how big of a Chiefs fan are you?
Really big.
And what does it
Because we
mean?
went to the Raiders Chiefs game.
He realized to talk. No, go ahead. That's the beautiful thing about this. Whenever it's a kid, you're like, oh. If it were an adult, I'd be like, oh, you fucking stepping on me. Fucking figure it out. But it's just, no, go ahead. It's so adorable.
Last year, too.
Nice. And what does it mean now that you're feeling all this love from Chiefs Nation? Everyone's going to be wearing red and black on their faces next Sunday.
Really good.
So, Bubba,
he asked me 10 minutes. He asked me 10 minutes ago if he can paint his face before we go live.
I mean, he can do whatever he wants. He's a great patriot. He's a great American, and he's.
You hear that, buddy? You can do whatever you want, Holden. Knock over a liquor store. I don't know. Plumb somebody's wife. You got a free card, my friend. I just feel like we should be careful, especially with young people, when we give them just an open check. You know, you can do whatever you want. You realize these are little sociopaths for quite a while until you instill a sense of just natural empathy. I don't know about whatever you want. It's a little rein it in just a touch there, Holden.
He's a great fan, and everybody loves Holden. But Karen over at Deadspin doesn't. Bubba, would you like an apology? What would you like from Karen at Deadspin?
You know, I don't even know what to think about that. It's a little too late for that.
I thought it was a guy at Deadspin.
It's, worldwide now.
Worldwide.
Comments all over. There's, disrespect towards Native Americans and towards my family.
Yeah, Karen, you Native American hating racist. And of course it's a Karen.
We never in any way, shape, or form meant to disrespect any Native Americans or any tribes. The tribe we're from doesn't even wear that type of headdress. This specific headdress is a novelty piece. It's a costume piece. That's exactly what we had purchased it for, and
this is the problem. I don't remember when this rule changed, but the idea that someone's heritage could be somewhat customized, is that a word? Fuck it, we're going with it. We're pretending it's a word, customized. Print it. All right, so we're saying that you could turn someone's heritage into a costume it's somehow an insult. How is it an insult? How is it an insult? Are you doing horribly offensive things? Was he running around going, whoa, 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 trying to shave people or trying to scalp people and being a horror? No. He was just at a game, having fun, and we can't just let kids be fucking kids. Again, I really question whether, before this happened, whether or not he had any political leanings or any sort of socio-political feelings about anything, or whether, like a lot of us at that age, and God, I hope that children are still this way, he was a 9-year-old who was concerned with having fun, enjoying life, and having a good goddamn time, because that's what any happy 9-year-old should be concerned about. Video games, hanging out with your friends, playing out in the backyard, poking stuff with sticks. Don't take that the wrong way. I meant that in a wholesome way. Don't, you jackals. Hey, Johnny, the Karen in question is a middle-aged black man. Connor Fulton catching me up. Why isn't the chat window up in here? I turned that thing on. Why is the chat box off? Damn it. Who's running this fucking crazy thing? I'm going to get to the chat here. Connor Fullerton saying, hey, Johnny, the Karen in question is a middle-aged black man. Well, a middle-aged black man named Karen? Now I feel bad for the guy. Who's projecting because they have a personal hatred amongst themselves? That's the question. Thank you, the cat. Boom. Thank you very much for that. St. Caesar again jumping in on the show. Thank you for being part of the program. Let's go ahead and is this thing almost over?
And wore it for. Not in any disrespect towards any Native Americans at all. And it's been a whirlwind of comments coming even from other tribes, from tribal members. Some think it's okay, some think it's not okay.
Fuck off.
A 9-year-old boy supporting his team.
And you're going to be wearing the black and the red in, I guess, every Sunday for as long as you're alive, I bet, Holden.
Is he going to wear the headdress? I'm sorry, man. You ain't got no balls unless you keep the headdress on, Holden. Don't back out on me now, Holden. Now is the time. You got to know when to hold him, you know? And then you got to know when to fold him. You know when to paint your face, but keep the headdress on. You gotta count your money when you're doing a red black face thing.
Yep.
Forever, huh?
Who's your favorite player on the Chiefs?
Patrick Mahomes.
Of course. He likes the black guy. Why? Because he works for you, you racist son of a bitch. He loves Patrick Mahomes. He's a fucking 9-year-old. Why is this even news? Who has to get it? Why are you getting... I don't even give a shit about football, and I love this kid. Come on. Oh, I will say this, though. I definitely have to advise, we've got to have you painting your face as much as possible until whatever this shit is under your nose clears up. Because this is unfortunate on every level. I don't know what your heritage is, but that's not cancerous, right? I mean, just boop and boop. Did you get in a fight? Have you been picking at it? Did you not wash your face? What's going on here? Little bit of makeup before TV time, Dad. That's all I'm asking for.
Chiefs a couple weeks back. I mean, you guys did beat us in the Super Bowl, but I think we're going to see you again in the Super Bowl.
Oh, Jesse, don't take it.
Good, huh?
Now, if we're back in the Super Bowl together, the Eagles and the Chiefs, you want to have a little bet, Holden?
Yeah.
All right.
If I win, I fuck your mom, huh, Holden? Huh? If I win, I fuck your mom. How do you feel about it, Bubba? If I win, I plow your wife, huh?
All right, we'll do a bet, and if the Chiefs win, you're going to get something very special, and if the Eagles win, we'll figure that out. How's that sound?
Yeah.
All right. Can I get a chop? There you go. Holden, Bubba, we love you guys. Good.
Can I get a chop? Really? Don't be holding out on me now. Thank you, Trucker 18-Wheeler. Someone else picking up on the bit. Oh, man. That's from not cleaning up his room when told, oh, no. Fat Conan saying muted. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Did we have another thing? There's no notifications over here. Muted, 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 muted.
Luck at practice.
Those aren't muted. I'm not seeing any notifications about any stream improprieties. So, let's go over here. Let's check that. I love taking a momentary break to do this and have a minor spaz attack. So if you'll give me a moment to let my heart rate settle, let's unmute that. A momentary break to do this and have a... All right, so it sounds a little, I need to work on my voice, apparently. Yeah, can hear you. We're all good. F you, Jesse. The Lions are going to the Super Bowl. What do you mean the Lions, man? Everybody knows this is the year for the Purple Pride to make it all the way to prime time. Yeah, fuck no, it isn't. Fuck no, it isn't. Fart Conan is wrong. Yeah, I feel like Fat Conan might be wrong on the muted part. That could be a you thing, sir. That could be a you thing. I don't know what it is, but it is not me. It ain't me. It ain't me. All right, there we go. I have to fix these screens because it drives me nuts. So can't you see? All right, so there we go. Holden's going to be all right. Okay, so we got that. We've got that. Let's check up on this. Holy shit. We're still in the first hour of stories, and we have an hour and a half left in the program. I can't believe that. Okay, it came back. Damn, man. Yeah, I don't know what that was, Fat Conan, but that was on you. But hey, I thank you. I get a weird thing. I'm trying to get away from using the audio buttons too much. It's a problem I have. We all know this. So that's why I've tried to give you guys more control of the soundboard, so that way, if it's at least obnoxious, it's not my fault. Blame the audience. But it's not, so I'm trying to stop doing that. We move on to this stuff, and that's great. But then if someone tells me I'm muted, now I'm like, all right, so now I just look stupid when everyone just sees this. That's not going to work, right? Thank you for blowing bubbles, small egg picker. Holding his own. Thank you, Fat Conan. So at any rate, those Chiefs just got beat by the cheese. Yeah, didn't the Packers kind of put Mahomes and them down last Sunday? Again, I don't really watch football, but to the best of my knowledge, yeah, some people suffered some injuries, and I don't even remember on which team, but I thought there was an injury in the game that was pretty significant, and then, yeah, just Mahomes also kind of didn't get away with much. The Pack whacked him, says Fat Conan. Well, they got whacked by the Pack. They got pack whacked. Quack, quack. All right, let's go down here and check this. Solution to violence in the city. Yep. Yep. All right, so we've gotten all that. We've got most of the first hour done. We have an hour and a half left in the program. 2 stories left to get through for our first hour content, and then we can move into our second hour content, probably wrap up the show somewhere in there. We will we'll have to step out in between that for So the DC police are the next story we're going to be talking about in just a minute. The DC police have been dealing with crime. If you haven't noticed, it's been on the rise, and they've got some advice for their citizens on how to avoid having your priceless possessions taken from you. The Pack is back, N-words. The Pack is back, my NFL aficionados. It is so weird. As a society, we have developed a slang word that we like to use with flair and frivolity just to have fun, just to kind of put some stank on it. But at the same rate, it's also highly unacceptable in certain social situations. So it gets to the point where you might let one fly and then realize you haven't scanned the room first. You're like, I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to cancel. I don't want to offend anybody. So let me check quick. This is a free zone. Damn it. And then otherwise you go, all clear. We're good. Mine. You know what I mean? It's just, that's the way it goes. It sucks. The referees screwed the Chiefs. The referees screwed the Chiefs. Huh. So you're saying that a bunch of white men came in and held down the red man? That certainly never happened. All right, my gingers we eat, my gingers get a plate. All right, Kotod, if you insist. But I'm going to be weirded out just because your gingers probably don't have souls. Just going by the facts. I don't write the rules. I'm not a crook. All right, so D.C. police. This was one. I really want this to stay. Like, the pain part, how much this hurts right now, we don't need that. The coughing to the point of dry heaving in the night, we don't need that. But just this sound coming right out of whatever's going on right here. Just keep that just for a little bit for me. All right. Did them dirty a soulless buffet? What do you mean? Oh, yes. A ginger gaggle at your table would indeed be a soulless buffet. Best of luck. I hear they eat the blood of the... All right. So, police. We're going to do this thing. We have police in D.C., goddammit. Oh, wait. I got to go back. I'm missing some stuff over here on the Rumble, and I apologize because Rumble's not in the main chat that's up here on the screen. I got to catch over to this one. What was the writer's name? Let's dox the shit out of that snowflake. The writer that we were talking about earlier, I think has been publicly like writers usually have to sign on the dotted line on their name, so I think their public persona has been relatively known. Probably authentic. No, the headdress was not authentic. This was Planet Story to sell more face paint in Kansas City. I would believe that. Have you ever painted your face? Fanatical Bucks fan asks. I've never done blackface. Have I dressed up as like a ghost for Halloween or some shit? I don't think I've ever actually like fully painted my face. Algeria reaction, allergic reactions to the face paint. No. That shit on his face is not allergic reaction. Dad, I don't want to paint my face anymore. Too bad, son, because I'm about to come. Ew. See, because it's wrong. That's why. Get it? It's a joke because it's inappropriate. You should be okay with that sort of thing. All right, here we go. This next story, I am going to get to this. I've been trying, and nobody's holding me back other than me. So how about we do it? The D.C. police have a solution to the relentless crime plaguing the city. Apple AirTags. Where's my button? I should have put this up first. Apple AirTags. So, if you own like a really nice car or maybe a really nice jacket in DC, there's been a real uptick in people taking your belongings at gunpoint. And so to fight that horrible, horrible thing that, again, nobody should be in favor of. Let's get this over here. To fight that horrible situation, to correct that wrong, Apple AirTags. And is this, yeah, here we go. The postmillennial.com, an interesting name for a news site. But all right, let's go over to this one. Boop, 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 boop. Police urge Police urge Canada Goose wearers to keep AirTags in pockets due to thefts. Via the coin-sized device, victims would be able to track their jackets in the event that they are stolen. Police in Washington, D.C. have urged anyone wearing a Canada Goose jacket to slip an Apple AirTag into their pocket amid an increase in thefts of the luxury garments. Via the coin-sized device, victims will be able to track their jackets in the event that they are stolen. I've seen people use them on toolkits, suitcases, Commander Sylvian Altier told Fox 5 DC. Oh, wait, do we have an interview with this? It seems like we do.
First up at 10, we are in the 40s tonight.
All right, and I'm going to play this again, not because I feel like them saying it is going to be more informative or better, but just because, sweet Jesus, it's like I swallowed a broken liquor bottle, and I didn't even get to empty it first. God damn it. It's like I was forced to suck Aaron's dick for money. God damn it.
Right outside, and most of you probably would expect to fear for your safety when you bundle up, but this winter, some of you should.
Yeah, Fox 5's Josh Rosenthal joining us live from Northwest D.C. with more on what's really become a hot item for thieves again.
Some of you might be worried when you bundle up, but some of you should. Yeah, it's really become a hot item for thieves. Again, get it? Because we're talking about cold stuff, and I'm making puns, because the only reason I'm here is slowly aging. My looks.
Yeah, that's right, guys. You know, it's cold. You look around.
Hot damn, thank you fucking what's your name? Josh Rosenthal. Thank you, Josh Rosenthal, with the hot takes on the. Yeah, it's cold. It's in the winter, on the East Coast. Turns out that this time of year, temperatures favorably lower in this season. Captain Obvious in his name.
Out here, pretty much everybody is wearing a jacket. The thing is, that jacket can apparently make you a target, depending
like a target
on what type
shopper?
of jacket it is.
Right, because that has never, until recently, we've never had a thing where people would beat you up and take your jacket. That's right. The entire existence of the starter jacket era, there had never been an issue with people getting their ass beat for a jacket. It's only happened recently with the Canada Goose down jackets. Oh. I wasn't supposed to be ranting. I'm going to be out of a voice by raid time. They're going to be like, all right, Promi, are you ready to go? What did he say? Are you all set? Fuck if I know. People are gay. Right? People are gay.
It is something that I do have to think about, just putting my jacket on.
Because Mira Hajarnis has a Canada Goose jacket, something thieves have been targeting a lot.
It's been happening a lot on my campus. I know GW, Georgetown, same issue, where a lot of people are just stealing these jackets out of locker rooms, classrooms.
And in at least one instance, they're stealing them at gunpoint, too.
Okay, so your article was all threat, fear, taking your jackets and shit at gunpoint. I actually put that out as my statement when we started this story about, hey, and they're taking your shit at gunpoint. And in this story, you just said, in at least one instance, which means that no matter how many instances you have of this happening, you only have one documented instance of a gunpoint robbery of the Canada Goose. So maybe the jacket theft isn't quite as violent as you're pitching it. It's still bullshit, but I mean, still. I love that cops like, hey, don't rely on us when it comes to losing your shit. How about you track it down and find it yourself?
Video was shot a few blocks from DuPont Circle Tuesday night when police say 3 suspects hopped out of a car, pointed guns, and demanded a victim's Canada Goose jacket. We have told you about this happening before.
Why jackets of all things? I really feel like this.
Why jackets of all things? Ma'am, how much did you pay for your jacket? Oh, this? Oh my God, it was so expensive. Yes, now you know why. Why jackets of all things? Yeah, right. They're so cheap. They're so easy to get a hold of, especially when they're made of like rare materials that a lot of people can't get their hands on, like Canadian geese. Track it down and shoot them to get your jacket back. Right, and then you're gonna get arrested for dishing out some justice.
Stop. That's from last winter when George Washington University sent out an alert about a string of jacket robberies near the school's Foggy Bottom campus.
They're jacking the jackets at Foggy Bottom campus.
At the time, police said they weren't sure why the thefts were happening, but one thing we do know, the jackets don't come cheap.
You spend a nice amount of money to buy a warm jacket. And
so let's go. Fuck it.
And now you get an alert saying, oh, maybe you don't want to.
They weren't sure why the thefts were happening, but one thing we do know, the jackets don't come cheap.
$13.95, $11.95, $14.25. We don't know why the thefts were happening. One thing we do know, the jackets don't come cheap. So in other words, this is the dishonesty of the news. This is the dishonesty of the news. We don't know why the thefts are happening. You do know. They're stealing the jackets because they're worth a lot of money. So they're either stealing a high-ticket item that they can't purchase for themselves, or more likely, they're stealing it to sell it, to pawn it, to sell it to whoever they can because, oh, this is a $1,400 coat. You should give me at least $200 for it. You could put it back on your shelf for $7, make a fat mint. I make a fat mint off of the fact that I never paid a dime for it in the first place. So again, we don't know why. Why did this theft keep happening? I don't know why they keep why do they keep stealing these jackets? These expensive jackets, why do they steal them? I don't get. They're warm and they're expensive. Why would they? Who is they, by the way? Can we talk about who they are? I'd like to know, just if we could, we can't figure out... We can't figure out what to do about the theft. We can't figure out why the theft is happening. But can we figure out, just generally, if we were to be... Because, again, you're telling people, if you have the Canada Goose jacket patch, be aware you could be a target. Right. So you want people to keep an eye out for something that could make them vulnerable. So let's keep that thread going. Let's keep pulling at it. Who should we be on the lookout for if we're wearing one of those patches? As those tend to be generally, not always, but generally, tend to be the people responsible for the jacket theft. Could we hear that one? No? No.
You spend a nice amount of money to buy a warm jacket, and now you get an alert saying, oh, maybe you don't want to wear that jacket. How do you respond to that?
It's a big backfire.
Thursday, we asked police if they have any advice.
Air tags are awesome. I've seen people use them on toolkits, suitcases. I think that's probably the best thing you can do as far as if it gets taken, because it's a nice way to track.
And he recommended you.
So air tags are awesome. Right. Now, what do I do when I figure out where my jacket is? Am I allowed to pursue these people with aggressive prejudice? I mean, I want to know, how fervently can I take the law into my own hands? Now that my property has been taken, I've gone the extra mile to figure out where it was taken to. How far am I allowed to go in the reacquisition of what was originally my property? Just saying, what am I allowed to do? It's them again, says Was Fill Some Holes. Hi, Johnny, says Well Salty. Good to see you, Well Salty. Welcome to the show. Master Meatball, as far as you can get away with. No, we're not playing that game. I want it in writing. Can I shoot these people or not?
Using a tile tracker if you've got an Android.
But it's a really scary situation, especially over just a jacket.
But Hajarna said she'll keep wearing hers.
I love the jacket, so I'm really happy with it, and I hope it never gets stolen.
Because, again, this jacket was fucking $1,200 for a coat? That's like, what, two, three, that's four, that's a third of my car payment every year. $1,200? You kidding me? Jesus Christ. Fucking hell. Her smile is creepy as fuck. It is a little creepy. All right, now I don't want to bother going back to that. That's more than an iPhone. It's more than a lot of things. And by the way, $11.95, the one I'm rounding up to $1,200, was the cheapest jacket they had. It was $11.95. $13.95 and then like $14.25 or some shit. So again, they have a bunch of jackets, super expensive. But we don't know why the thefts keep happening of these high value, high dollar item jackets. Nobody knows. It is a clusterfuck mystery from which there is no recovery. But thank God Apple AirTags can save the day. And I would like to point out that in that story, not once did the police officer say what you're supposed to do once you track down your stole. So once they steal my jacket and I Apple AirTag its location, I'm supposed to what? Ask you to recover it on my behalf? I'm doing all the work now. Why do I want to call you guys in? You'll probably fuck it up. Look, if I got to start the search, I'm going to end the search. I don't want you guys holding it and then it's in fucking evidence somewhere and I got to file paperwork and then this and that and the other and it'll get to me eventually. No. If I'm getting my jacket stolen and then I'm spending all night with my phone following an app to figure out where the fuck it is, and this is assuming I'm not unlucky enough to have left the phone in the jacket with the Apple AirTag, because now all they've got is the AirTag, the phone, and the jacket. So they could track all that shit and text me to say fuck off, but I'll never read it. You can get a Series X PS5 and a Switch for that. Oh, for the price tag? Yeah, you can get all of that stuff for the price tag. But again, that's just again where it's a jacket and they can't figure out why people are taking it. Nobody can figure out why people are taking it. It's a jacket that costs more than most of us would ever spend on any sort of luxury item. In a monthly in a one-off set, the cops will shoot holes in it. Right? I can't trust the cops to get it because then there'll definitely be blood in it. You know? Plus, if the cops get it, how am I going to roofie the thief so I can then sell their bodies to some sort of organ farm or something? I want to get really like Saw 7-esque. I always go to 7. Weird. How about we don't even follow this thread? It's 4:18. I am getting a little loopy, and I'm wondering if my behavior, I just heard my daughter yelling upstairs. I'm really worried that my behavior is transferring up there because this is a performance. This is entertainment. She's a 5-year-old. She doesn't get that. So yell loud, rawr. So at any rate, David Chandler probably has 3. Maybe he does. Good for David. So, thank you, Declassified Crocs, for jumping into the chat. David Chandler might have 3. Good for him. It's still, again, something that should not be. There's no reason, unless you're trying to hide why people would do it. There's no reason to ignore the fact it's quite obvious why they're stealing the jackets. The dollar value associated to them. And the ignorance to post that in your story and then still go, I don't know why they steal the jackets. Look how expensive they are. I don't know why they'd steal them. Assholes. And then I got to fucking put those two pieces together and make comments on it. And then you call me racist. Oh, that's why they do that. All right, let's drop the audio for a little bit here. We've got, oh shit, I didn't update. Oh, it didn't really matter. We've got a couple of stories to pull up. We've got a visit to Congress from our old buddy Zelensky. You want to know what any guesses why he did that? We've got somebody caught stealing a Christmas tree on camera, and it's 420, so we're going to click this and then this. Oh, we've got a collection of Amazon Prime's holiday deals, funniest reviews. So we're going to do that for a little bit. Definitely make sure to get that before the end of the show. Oh, it's very funny, Rexstar. We're gonna get you. We're gonna get you in a second. All right, so we've got that. That's the Amazon one. Where are we at then? We're on this one. Oh, and we've got some news about for people who are flying. We've got some interesting news. We're gonna get this and this last one there. I believe we need to do this and that. And does this fix it? It does. Bam. And then we've got a really, really funny. I don't like John Fetterman, much like I don't like Donald Trump. But in the same way that I can appreciate Donald Trump for the kind of troll he is, Fetterman's getting pretty funny. I'm sorry, Fetterman's getting kind of hilarious, and I'm finding it very entertaining. We're gonna get to something that Fetterman did in a little bit, that to kind of troll somebody, and it's just kind of funny. It's kind of good. But let's get to Rex Dart here. Check up with the chats. We're good there. We're good there. And then Rex starts saying, I don't know why the thieves broke into the jewelry store and not the dollar store across the street. Yeah, there's so much stuff in the dollar store. They could have got toilet paper. They could have got paper towels. They could have got some very cheap Dixie plates. Very affordable, very economic use Dixie plates there. And a whole bunch of candy and half-assed, preservative-laden food. I don't know why they didn't go for all of that and then instead just chose a couple of necklaces and earrings and rings and just a bunch of... I mean, you can't even do anything with that. If you get cold, what, are you going to wear all of it? Well, that was about $2.8 million worth of goods that they got away with in a fucking handbag. Oh. Well, I suppose that it's a little more affordable that way. I like the story about a woman eaten by her 20 cats. Is it a recent story? Because I'll talk about it, but if it's not recent, I don't know what I can do for you. But we'll see. Let's move right along and get our... excuse me, I got to clear my nose again. I think we might have to go to a cough drop. We're going to go to a cough drop. We've got an hour left in the program. We're so close to done. Let's get a cough drop and see how far that gets us for the rest of the show. Now, like I said, in terms of the government, I don't want us giving any more money to Ukraine, but Zelensky is set to brief the Senate on Ukraine's aid needs ahead of the supplemental vote. Hooray. 1-2 pitch on Ukraine aid. Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky is set to give a classified briefing to senators this afternoon by video conference, where he'll make yet another pitch for billions of dollars in aid. Congress, of course, remains stalled on the issue. Ukraine cash has become mired in difficult border discussions, and there's a slim chance Zelensky's entreaties, I don't even know what that word means, will unstick negotiations. Senators will also be briefed this afternoon on the state of the Ukrainian war by key officials, including Director of National Intelligence Arvel Haines, Secretary of State Antony Blinken, and Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin, and Chairman of the Joint Chiefs General Charles Q. Brown. But we don't want to pay for it anymore. Jolly Green Dickhead says, how about a decongestion drop? I don't have any of those, but thank you for that suggestion. Classified Croc saying, send Bitcoin instead. Yeah, how about you get some cryptocurrency? I don't really want to fund it. That's all I'm saying. I don't want to fund it. It's not that awesome for us over here, and we'd like to not do that for you. But what do I know? So the pointed combo of Zelensky's video pitch and the classified briefing comes just a day before Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer will bring a $106 billion supplemental spending bill to the floor for a procedural vote. The package includes $60 billion for Ukraine, $14 billion for Israel, with border funding. Again, I have a problem with all of it except the border funding. All of it except the border funding has to go. We can't afford it. And you guys know that. Part of the reason we can't afford it is because of the economy you assholes built. It's almost like you should be paying the price for f***ing things up. And that price is you don't get to buy as many neat little toys in the government as you wanted to. Senate Democrats and Republicans are still far apart on border policy proposals. Those talks continue. Two key December agenda items are still waiting for their day in the sun: the National Defense Authorization Act and a top-line spending numbers for fiscal year 2024. Again, National Defense Authorization Act. What is that? What is the National Defense Authorization Act? I need to know what that is. That's one of those things that doesn't sound really hinky, but it might be. National Defense Authorization Act. The FY23 NDAA is a bipartisan and bicameral agreement that makes the investments our military needs to maintain overmatch with China. Oh, this ain't that long at all. Let's read this. You can't because it's a whole shit ton of fine print, so that's what we're reading. But let's U.S. Representative Mike Rogers, a Republican from Alabama, lead Republican of the House Armed Services Committee, released the following statement on the House passage of the James M. Inhofe, not Imholt, it almost looks like Imholt, Inhofe National Defense Authorization Act for fiscal year 2023. We are a critical point in our nation's history. Today's investments in our defense will ensure that the success of our warfighters on the battlefield of the future. So in other words, this bill, again, is about giving money to the industrial war machine that has been continuing to suck the blood out of America over and over and over again. Do we need to continue to fund the military? Yeah. But the military shouldn't be out doing all the stuff it's doing. We don't need to be giving money to Israel. We don't need to be giving weapons to Hamas. We don't need to be giving anything to Ukraine. These places can deal with their own shit. And while we're on that subject, hey, Venezuelan visitors, go home now. Our home sucks. Too bad. Lots of parts of my life don't suck. I don't get to leave them. We just got to learn to deal, my friend, and play the hands we're dealt. Alrighty, so this is, again, the weirdest thing that we're going to just let Zelensky come in and go, well, we really need more money. Remember when we had to overthrow Saddam Hussein because 9/11 happened? I mean, because it was for freedom, and I mean, because the military-industrial complex wanted us to because his dad didn't finish it. Remember when we did that? He was a horrible dictator. He doesn't allow free and fair elections in his country. This cannot stand. Guys, we overthrew an elected government to install Zelensky, and he doesn't allow free and fair elections in his country. Just saying. We need better missiles than China. Really? Why do we need better missiles than China? They own our government. It's not like we're going to go at them. We're kind of blown on that one. Okay. So, we've got an hour left in the program. We're having a great time. And this thing is driving. I got to shave. Like, the minute this show is over, I'm racing to the bathroom like I need to poop. And I'm going to just freaking find that hair and either trim it or just flat out pluck it straight out of my face. Be like, you are paying for the aggravation you've caused me today. Send Ukraine some NFTs instead. Yeah, some non-fungible tokens. Those are almost as good as cash. Alrighty. So our our next story here for the remainder of our program. I don't know why you would go to such a length to steal a Christmas tree, Oh my God, California Christmas tree theft. That is beautiful. So again, the spirit of Christmas, the spirit of giving. I feel like there has to be, and I'm sorry, there should be a the audio was down because I had the story paused. I'm sorry that we missed your chart. Let's get over to this. Again, we're going till 5:30, so we have another hour left in the program. Thank you for being here. Let's get into this one. There has to be some, like, God has to punish you for this. You don't get to get away with this, right? Like, you have to be in some way reprimanded. You are literally about to steal Christmas. And this security camera, they're recording it off of a screen. I was wondering, why does the camera keep shaking? It's just somebody can't sit still. Just hanging out at the mall, doing a little shopping. Thought we'd take the kids in and get something to eat. This asshole, really, really liberal in the How far of a lane did you need to back up? Oh, wait, no. That's our culprit right there. Doing the math, sizing it up. Just wait for everybody else to clear out. Better roll up your window. Don't want anyone to see what's about to go on here. This, you know what? You could have edited 7 minutes. This is the laziest thief in the world. Changing their mind. Now they're going back in. All right, so all of this is super sus right now. They realized they got an opening. Oh, no, they had to move a little bit because they were too close. That's why they backed out. So they backed out because they were too close. They moved in. They pop open the car door, and they're going to hop around. They also seem to know exactly where the security camera is. Could half of these people put this much ingenuity into just being better people as opposed to the thievery? It's just so much effort for such a short gain. Now we're popping out of the car, slinking around the back. Well, I don't see nothing now. Where'd he go? He? She? We got nothing. I got nothing, Ghost Rider. I got no bogeys on my radar. Over. We are flying blind. Wow, this is so dramatic. Jesus Christ. Yeah, get that huff in there. All right, so the guy is still in the car. We're finally getting out of the car. All right, I could have swore I saw him get out of the car. I don't see anyone. Where did he go? Where is our culprit? We promised a tree theft. I see the tree. Where is the theft? This is the video game industry hype stuff all over again. We promised you something exciting. Are we going to deliver? I don't give a about the promises. I want to see the delivery. The guy, show me the baby. The guy popped out of there. Baby Jesus. Where is, let's jump forward again because I'm getting tired. Oh, wait, I saw something. Did you open, like, the back of your vehicle? Oh, we just saw a string pop. I just saw a string pop. Somebody, like, looked around and boop. All right, so it has begun. There goes the second one. Pop. There goes the third one. Now, if they were smart, that third one across the front there would be looped. So you couldn't just grab it. It'd be looped around there, so it wouldn't just hold it down. It'd, like, kind of tied. All right, and you got back in your car. Why did you get in the car? Why did you get in the car? You already cut the tree loose. Let's go. You are so lucky whoever's shopping is taking their sweet goddamn time. How pissed are you, by the way, if you go in to go do a little Christmas shopping, and while you're there, somebody stole the tree? I mean, by the way, naughty list, right? Like 110% naughty list. This, there we go. She's putting her back end up. Getting ready for that insertion. Somebody rolling in here pretty quick. I love that nobody is calling this out or seeing it. That you can just, in broad daylight, just roll that tree off the side of that car and just pop her down. And just throw it in the back of your car. Here we go. There we go. God, I hope they catch this person and they take, like, I hate that I'm saying this because a part of me does hope this, but part of me is just saying this. I hope they take that that guy's kid's presents away from him, kind of thing. Like, you know, and then he's sitting there feeling heartbroken that his poor kid is devastated and destroyed. And we're like, yeah, now you know how the people who took the fucking Christmas tree felt, you dickhead. Or that you took the tree from. But then that kid is a completely innocent bystander. That kid didn't ask for any of this. You don't need that shame washing up on your door because your dad's a piece of shit who can't go buy a Christmas tree. Oh, man. I hope that tree is full of spiders. I don't hope that tree is full of spiders because, again, I understand where the sentiment comes. I just expressed my own. But think about it. The family gathered around that tree. Dad's all like, I got it. I did it. Top notch. Way to go, me. Kept the money. Bought a little cocaine. Still got a great tree. Yeah, except the rest of the family suffers the spiders also. So, I mean, does it suck for him? A little. But it sucks for the people who did, by no fault of their own, had a shit sandwich delivered to them in the form of a stolen Christmas tree. All right, let's find out. Police in California are looking for someone caught on camera stealing a Christmas tree. Happened around 5:20 p.m. Vehicle pulled up. Victim to the victims and quickly cut the ropes. No, did not quickly cut the ropes. Took their sweet time. All right, and did we get any license plates or anything? The victim told they bought the tree for $250 and was in disbelief. Yeah, you paid $250 for a tree and you left it sitting on the hood of your or on the roof of your car. The San Mateo Police Department did not immediately respond to a request for comment, but did say on social media that the lot where the victim originally bought the tree gave them a new one free of charge. Great for them. If you're out shopping, protect your packages. Don't leave them in your vehicles. Condensed shopping bags. Avoid multiple trips to your car. And if you have shopping or errands to run and plan on getting a tree, save the visit to the tree lot for the end, the department posted. Right? So, again, it's your fault for not scheduling. Look, did you just kind of leave your tree out there looking to see if anyone would grab your fur? Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. I feel bad for you, homie, but hey, they'll grab them. I just had grab your fur. That's the only one I had. Pine cones. How did you forget pine cones? What do we pay you for? All right. So we have about 45 minutes left in the program. That is, again, the tree theft. Apparently, again, people wishing hate on this person. How much are Christmas trees in California? $300 or more? Apparently this was a nice one. So I'd say at least 250 or less. But that's a living tree. You know where you save that money? You get a fake tree. Oh, it doesn't look as good. Yeah. It doesn't look as good. You don't commit a murder every year to celebrate a holiday. All right. Fake tree looks just as good. You know who doesn't steal it? The people in your house. Because it's a fake tree and they're going to see it next year anyway. The only problem I have with my fake tree is that my cats won't get out of it. They're breaking the effing thing because they're like, we can climb on this. It's a cat furniture thing. It's a toy. No, you're a fat feline and you're bending my tree branches, you son of a bitch. Fake trees are the best. I love fake trees. Easy to set up, easy to clean, and other than the fact that it looks kind of up all the time because my fat cats won't stop sitting in it. Only problem, My cats made it, and I made the cats fat, so who's to blame? My tree is decorated with tiles and air tags. I mean, that's probably the best way to go, at least one air tag. If you had air tagged your tree, we wouldn't be having this conversation, ma'am. All right. Okay. 45 minutes to go. We've got 1, 2, 3. We've got 4 stories left in the rotation for the second hour. And then we have our third hour stories. So I'm pretty sure we're going to end up filling up and tapping out without even clearing everything. So before we get into the rest of that, just in case we don't end up loading up our third hour stories, we're going to cover these people because I don't do this enough for my sponsor, Hemponics. I use Hemponics for sleep aids, which probably shouldn't promote that right now with how last week. Sleep aids and CBD and CBG products to get some of the benefits that marijuana gives you without having to have the high. Don't get me wrong, I like the high, but sometimes you also would like to be coherent. So for those kind of moments, or if you're someone who maybe isn't interested in as much in the euphoric release of the medication, boopity boop, let's pull up this webpage. You can go to my friends Hemponics, a Minnesota-based company that's local for anyone that's in my area. Bam. And if you're 21 or older, you can order online. They have 2 locations in New London and Wilmer. And they got a Christmas sale. Christmas offers. A Christmas season sale. Let's see what the Christmas season sale is. I almost regret clicking it because now the webpage is freezing on me. This is not the time to fail to load. I'm being boned. We're going down, Ghost Rider. Gotta go back. We'll just close this. We'll get to the Christmas sale later. Alrighty. So again, they have 2 locations in New London and Wilmer. They've got a variety of products: CBN tinctures, CBG tinctures. I am a big fan of the Muscle Frost as a muscle relaxant for anyone who has aches and pains. I know I get those a lot. The HHC vapes, disposable vapes, big fan of those. Highly recommend them. I also do enjoy the Delta 8 THC gummies. Now, any of their products are available for questions, any of that. You can contact them about that stuff. You click on the products. You can get an in-depth breakdown of what is in the product, how it works, and as well as pictures so you know exactly what you should be getting, as well as great discounts for increasing your order. All of that is available at my friends Hemponics. They've got that stuff. Let's click the link here. This short link here will get you to their website, and anything you buy on their website through this short link will contribute to the show. No discount code to remember, no fancy special portal or anything like that. You just click that one link and you shop, and you have yourself a good goddamn Christmas. So there we go for those. If anyone needs anything at Hemponics, I'm a big fan of that stuff. They grow it. They sell it seed to sale, as I say, and if you're going to go with CBG stuff, it has to go that way. Otherwise, you're buying bunk junk, and it ain't going to do shit for you. Let's get back to, again, our hour 2 stuff. Lil Nas X isn't someone I follow overall. But the rapper, so it's Stoney's, but not the bar. I mean, kind of Small Egg Picker. I don't know if they ship outside of the continental U.S. because of how drug laws work. I don't think they do. But, yeah, kind of. They're a homegrown outfit. They work locally out of Minnesota. They sponsor a lot of local Minnesota talent, and their products are actually good. I used to think the whole CBG, CBN thing was a bunch of bullshit. I thought it was, you're just a bunch of potheads that want to pretend this stuff is amazing miracle cure shit. And I didn't think any of it ever worked. And I discovered Hemponics doing a comedy bit at a tattoo convention. And the Muscle Frost worked. They gave me a couple of free products to try. They work. I use the CBN and the CBG tinctures orally to help me with my issues because they work. And I found out why they worked was because that stuff is made by people who are like, you know what? From start to finish, we're going to make sure this stuff isn't bullshit. And a lot of the times, the stuff you buy at the goddamn gas station or whatever is just generic crap. watered down or whatever. And you think, oh, this product doesn't work. I'll try that one. Well, spoiler alert, it's the same shit in both bottles. You just paid for a different wrapper. Speaking of rappers, Lil Nas X. That's called a segue, which is a great Christmas gift for cripples on the go. All right, so Lil Nas X claims he's entering his Christian era. Now, I don't know what is a Christian era. Is that like a musician's blue period? And what's a Christian era? But before we get into that, we'll catch up with this. The muscle rub works good. Tried some in my state. Thank you, Evil Gandhi. Yeah, the Muscle Frost is top notch. I love the Muscle Frost. OG Angry Fish saying, I use CBG from dispensary. Right, and these guys, in Minnesota, the way the Minnesota laws work, these guys can't do traditional marijuana stuff because THC laws and things in Minnesota are, again, stupid and hinky. But CBG and all those products, those were things they were selling before the marijuana was fully legalized in the state, and they're allowed to sell Delta 9 and Delta 8 because of how the cannabinoids are harvested, and when they come from the plants, it's a lot of weird legal bullshit. Point being, they have what I would call kind of light-end products that are great for body relaxation, swelling, and pain, and they're great if you really don't want to have like the brain foggy part, which I will say, on my part, I really like that part. That's me. I also like taking a sleep aid that if I don't take it, I don't feel fucking like depleted in some way because all of my body's natural biochemical shit is all on par. It's just I don't have the CBN anymore. Makes me sleepy when I have it, but I don't feel like I'm missing it when it ain't there. Anyhow, I'm getting lost in the chat, god damn it. Or bring this thing in for a landing. We've got about 45 minutes left in the program, and I'm going to get to the story in a minute. But the chat's moving. So vapes near me, one store, 5 pounds, one store, 2 pounds, exact same thing with different logo on the wrapper. Right, it is. It's the exact same thing with different logo on the wrapper. So the problem is if you buy one that doesn't work and you buy the exact same thing with a different logo on the wrapper, you're liable to think, hey, man, this shit doesn't work like I did. And then you go to this place and they're like, hey, why don't you try some of this? Why don't you try some of that? And then you do, and you're like, oh, my God. If I could get up and walk over there and come back, I'd go grab you the 2 bottles I have. Maybe I should bring those. You know what? Note to self, have those on the desk from now on if we can do that. But yes, I use the CBG daily tincture. I use the CBGN or CBN nightly one to help me sleep, and I'm so glad I found them. And if it helps other people, that's what I'm doing. I don't make a whole lot of money on this. I don't even make enough money to charge what I spend there. But it works for me, and I was so happy to find them and their products, so I put it forward. I put it forward. You know, does it help? Does it not help? I don't know. We'll find out. All right, so let's get to this. Lil Nas X, again, put a post up. We'll go to his post. And it just simply says, y'all mind if I enter my Christian era? So, Nas X, Christian era. It puts me out for about 4 hours. OG Angry Fish, I'm telling you, man, sleep aid style, CBN night tincture. They have a nighttime tincture sleep aid. It's got CBG, CBN. It's your friend. All right, let's get to this. And Christian era, go.
Father, scratch my head. The lonely road seems to last the longest.
All right, not bad. It seems okay. Oh, that was my link. I'm really worried I'm gonna get in trouble playing this. Like they're gonna maybe, you know, pop my channel for a minute. I don't necessarily. Oh, did I nope. Hit my wrong. Where is it? Boom. There we go. I turned off my studio.
And help me with my plans. Everything seems to go to nowhere. Free me from worry and wanting pity.
So this is your Christian phase. So what is your Christian phase? You wore a skirt? Okay. All right. That was weird. I was drunk playing Spider-Man and Johnny disappeared. Did I disappear for a little bit? Did it shut up? Am I in trouble? Did I get in trouble for playing this? This was on Twitter, so I figured I'd be all right to get away with it. But am I getting in trouble? We seem to be fine over here. Oh, we seem to be good there. All right. So let's go back. Let's check up with the chat quick. Riding Dirty Llama saying, I am in Tennessee, bud, not legal. You'll have to check on the laws in your area, but I'm pretty sure CBG, CBN, Delta 8, and Delta 9 THC and hemp products, because they're hemp-derived and hemp-based, are federally legal. And the states actually, unless they have specific laws and statutes forbidding hemp and THC-derived products of all kinds, there might be a window for you in that one. I'm not positive. And if you have those questions, you can click on the link we put in there. They have a great contact us section. They love to help answer questions. They love to help people figure out what they need and how they can help them. Again, I love hemponics. I love hemponics. That's why I got to keep reminding myself to stop just using the stuff and kind of keep telling other people to use the stuff. D8 is legal everywhere, says Fallen the Great. See, there you go. And also saying, no, you're good on my phone. Gay. Yeah, it seems that way a little bit. Oh, never mind. We already had it over here. Let's get back to this.
Free me from all this envy in me. I don't want these feelings. I don't want these feelings. I call them angels. I'm trying hard to face my pain, yeah. Give me hope when I feel. Give me hope when I feel less.
It'd be really, really funny if right now just some unattentive drunk driver just inadvertently, you killed Lil Nas X while he was filming a video. All right, so you're entering your Christian era. Does it just like they said? Is that just code for lame and gay? Now you're blocking a green light. Do you know how many people are mad at you right now?
Angels, I'm trying hard to keep.
Yeah, everybody here is pissed. Because you know what I bet you didn't do? I bet you didn't set this up like an actual shoot. And instead, you and your friends just decided, how about we fuck around in an intersection and see what happens? That's it? Why is this a big deal? I ended up seeing someone talking about this somewhere. Okay, so what about his Christian era thing? I don't even see how this matters. That was, again, incredibly tame. Alrighty. Holy shit, this is something they actually did. Rapper Lil Nas X comes out with limited edition Satan shoes that include a drop of human blood, because apparently that's something people do now. Oh my God, really? An image of one of his famous music videos where he has sexual relations with Satan. Oh, dear God. Yeah, I'm sorry. Mind if I enter my Christian phase? I feel like Christianity might mind if you enter. You seem like you're not wholly respectable. I don't think God likes his kind, And by that, I mean gay, says Trucker. Oh, why wouldn't he? Dude, why would God have a problem with this guy? Why would God have a problem with someone who was in a video where this image happened? Why would God have a problem with that? This is, again, no, we're not doing that. So, yes, mind if I enter my Christian phase? I don't, personally. I could give a shit. But I feel like anyone who's actually a Christian, they might have some reservations, a couple of problems, a few things they'd like to say. There may be a conversation in your future. Fucking Satan is Christian, brother. Satan is Christian, technically. But again, it's like embracing... It's like saying, I'm an American and I embrace the Confederacy. Actually, fuck it. You know what? I made the wrong analogy there. Now I just solidified his argument. Now I'm an asshole. All right. But again, it's really... The thing that makes it funny to me is it seems like, oh, wow, this stuff is really something you just put on, pick up, and put down whenever you want. It just... All I know is... whatever. And the song, remarkably tame. So you know what? What I'm realizing as I go through that story, I neither care nor have the energy to force it, and it doesn't seem like anyone else really does either. So I think Satan is a Jew. Why? I know nothing about that. And just in case any of them are watching, like, you know, just... See, the funny part is you wipe the chat screen, but you can't put it back up with the chat box intact. So even though when you do the bit and you make the joke, nobody will believe it's just a bit. They'll be like, no, you really got rid of it, though. Alrighty, so, we're going to go and do, for the next little bit of time, we have 3 stories left, and 2 of them I want to make sure to get to. We've got plenty of time to get to all of them. And again, thank you for being here today. Love having everyone. I was waiting for that at Luke Duke. What? Context matters? That doesn't sound good. Why? Why does context... Well, I mean, I know why. But why does context matter now? Why does context matter now? All right, let's click it and tick it. Saying, I'm an American and I embrace the Confederacy. Actually, fuck it. You know what? I made the wrong analogy. Saying, I'm an American and I embrace the Confederacy. Actually, fuck it. You know what? I made the wrong analogy. Saying, I'm an American and I embrace the Confederacy. Actually, look, no, I don't, no, I don't put that one on. Look, I didn't mean I embrace the Confederacy, like thinking like, hey, I'm embracing this. No, I'm saying it was look, I said that and now someone else heard me and I'm catching looks. You guys are making me look bad. I'm saying that as an analogy as a whole. Don't look at me like that. I'm saying that, what was I saying? Now I'm in trouble. What was the analogy we were going with that? I don't even remember now. I'm talking out of my ass. And now I'm... I don't remember where I was going with that one. That one's not going away. All right, where was that? I have to remember. I had a point in that, and I don't even remember what it was. Oh shit. We were in that. It was in hour 2. The Nas X thing. There we go. I'm saying that a guy that did all the stuff that Nas X did with the anti-religious stuff, or not anti-religious, but how anti-Christian, to then post the thing like, I've got a little ditty I put on and I'm just going to post it as, mind if I enter my Christian phase. Like, again, putting it on like it's a piece of clothing. That was where that analogy was. And again, you're turning it the wrong way, and I don't approve of that. So let's go back to this. UZECYS. Come stream promotion RU. Promote your channels, viewers, followers, chatbots. Many offers for different platforms. Auto start. Responsive support. 24/7. All right. We got all that information. Thank you very much. Somebody want to ban him? All right, we have literally 30 minutes left in the show, and now that I've apparently outed myself as a Southern agent, again, why are you looking at me like that? It was an analogy for why that a person like Lil Nas X putting a video out of, hey, let me block an intersection for a 1-minute song going, mind if I enter my Christian phase, was kind of, I don't know, empty and baseless. Like someone would be like, hey, how about mind if I enter my Confederate phase? Because I like having, the old Dukes of Hazzard banner. Again, I will not be made the bad man for this. I did nothing wrong, and I stand by that. And whoever clipped that out of my show, you are an asshole after my own heart. Thank you very much. Don't share that, though. We can let that go. Don't share that with anyone else. Okay. Back to Amazon.com's feature funniest reviews. I find these hilarious. I like going to them once in a while to see what people write. So we're going to Lil Nas N-word, who dat? No, Lil Nas X. Lil Nas X. Johnny gonna make STS Rumble exclusive after Friday. I don't know about that. I haven't done STS yet. The South will rise again, says Luke Duke. Abort mission, says Angry Saxon. I mean, it does seem like I'm not helping. Send that clip to Aaron. That's so fucking funny. It's not funny, Johnny. It's not. It's out of context. We don't need that. We have 30 minutes left in the program. I'm gonna have an aneurysm because apparently I said something that if you just look at it in a microcosm makes me seem incredibly. Well, I guess I'll be welcome in Florida. So hey, at least there's that. Bright sides, silver linings, and sunny beaches. Back to the Amazon review thing. I really need to do this because these are hilarious. I enjoy reading people who are funny online. Because here's the thing. When you make a funny review for the internet, you don't do that aiming to get some sort of internet fame. You don't aim to be popular and promoted. No, you're like, you know what? This is funny, and I want to make this review. And I personally used to do this all the time at restaurants and things like that. If they gave me a rank us, rate us card, I really had to do that. So it's a bit after my own heart. I'm sorry I'm stuttering and stammering here. Loading the last of my ground up herb into my bong because now I feel really bad about what I've done and I have to wash away the guilt with smoke. Johnny, did your mouth say something and get you in trouble? I don't think so, but chat back up. Also, Aaron wants people segregated. What's worse? I don't know about that. I don't know. It's, again, all good times. Is the chat window back up? It looks like it should be. It's not on here, though. But watch what happens when we go over here. Oh, nope, it's still not there. Weird. Is it somehow disabled when it bounces and it's closing? Is there a problem with that now? Nope, we're good here. And go back there. Chat box is cleared out here. Let's do that. And go back here. All right, we fixed it. One and all, good and done. Let's get into our funniest reviews. The main reason I went with this was because the first product coming up in our product reviews is the Hutzler 571 banana slicer. And I just realized we need to do this right. Where is I need this. God damn it, I should have had this bit ready to go. I wish I had thought of this earlier. Oh, there we go. This one will work. All right, so let's get over to our Amazon products. Number one up first. It's the Hutzler 571 banana slicer in yellow, 11 1/4 inches long. Have you ever had problems cutting a banana? If you have problems cutting a banana, or more importantly, if you're someone like, say, Britney Spears, who isn't supposed to operate a knife.
You want to see my burger?
But god damn it, you don't need to do that right now because I love bananas. You'd go with this slicer. All right, let's mute it for a little. Oh, I wanted to just. Oh, I can't just mute it. All right, pause. Let's get back to this. So the audio's back up if you want to contribute to the sound stuff. Let's go with that. And thank you, Lab Glass, for the 50 bits. That was Lab Glass, right? That was Lab Glass. Thank you for the 50 bits. No banana slicing. Ouch, says Rusty Grammar. Again, I'm not being sexual. This is an actual banana slicer for actual bananas. Who needs this? Who needs this? But let's get back to the reviews. So for the reviews, what can I say about the 57 1B banana slicer that hasn't already been said about the wheel, penicillin, or the iPhone? Miss Toledo, not bad. Not bad. Strong start, not bad. But here we have from N. Crump. We have a gold one. Gone are the days of biting off slice-sized chunks of banana and then spitting them onto a serving tray. Next on my wish list, a kitchen tool for dividing frozen water into cube-sized chunks. Thank you, Small Egg Picker, for the Santa's Twerk Shop. Let's check on this. We haven't had a sticker party today, which is fine. We've had an amazing amount of support today. We've had a lot of support the last few days. We're on to December 18th, $20 or less, depending on what happens today. We'll see where that lands. And we're 700 bits, so that's a long ways off. We don't need to worry about that. We're not going to see that happen in 20 minutes. All right, so 3 Wolf Moon t-shirt. I don't know. Unfortunately, I already had this exact picture tattooed on my chest, but the shirt is very useful in cooler weather. Aww. Oh, fuck. I had a 2 Wolf shirt for a while and didn't think life could get any better. I was wrong. Wife got 50% better. No lie. Oh, fuck. Okay. Before we read product reviews for this one, you might want to see the product in question. Now, before we pull up the product reviews, I want to know, do any of you think you might have some product reviews of your own for the Bic for Her mechanical pencil? Here, let's do this again. I don't care if you can see the screen. Up next on our shopping seminar, the Bic for Her mechanical pencil. That's right. Whether it's the office, whether it's school, whether it's writing a parking ticket, she needs a trusty Bic. And if you're going to give your lady anything this holiday season, make sure to give her a fully loaded Bic. Bic for Her. Because a Bic for him is just gay. It just doesn't get old. All right, let's get to this. Bic for Her. Jesus Christ. Bic for Her. Do you want to see what is 100 bits like $5? Whack and Cough. I don't know at the exact moment. I think 100 bits is like $1. 100 bits is like $1. A subscription is like, I think, $5. Maybe I thought 100 bits was like $1. I don't know. Lab Glass. 100 bits equals $1. There we go. We got it figured. Thank you very much. Let's check out the reviews for the Lady Bic. I must admit that when I pulled these out of the package, I tested them out by writing a shopping list for a bake sale that I was working on. That's irrelevant, though, as I would have done that anyway. Bic Crystal for Her, or no Bic crystal for her, since that is something I do. The idea of pens made specifically for women is not necessarily a foreign idea to me, but many pens that are made specifically for women seem to be sold as alternatives, not as a replacement, if you see what I mean. What the fuck? That's taking this seriously. I wanted funny reviews. Finally, a tool for me that used to shatter that pesky glass ceiling, and it's pink. Thanks, boys. Oh, Robin's awesome. After all these years, the answer to the glass ceiling is finally resolved. Squeal with glee. What was holding women back was not having this delicate pastel pen that was designed for her. Who knew? The genius boys over at Bic did, of course. Why I'm so giddy with excitement, my husband may even get lucky tonight. God damn it, I love you. Robin, your review is awesome, Robin. All right, and again, the Bic crystal for her, the great for those not-so-fresh days. I was drawn in by the light crystal pastel colors. They're almost mesmerizing online, but even more so in person. What I appreciate is the ultra-lightweight feel of this pen in my hand, especially during that time of the month when you almost can't be bothered to get out of bed in the morning. You know what I'm talking about? Those days where you look and feel as though you've given up on life. Sweatpants, chocolate, ibuprofen, and a sloppy ponytail. Jesus Christ, I can't keep a straight face on this lady's thing. I'm sharing these. I can't keep this to myself. This one is, I think the Bic for her might be the ultimate pen. And, I was drawn in by the light crystal pastel colors. They're almost mesmerizing online. Blah, 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 blah. Sweet chocolate. It's not like they're trying to impress anyone at this point. Oh, wait, I skipped a part in a sloppy ponytail. Who wants to be burdened carrying around a bulky, high-quality pen made by a widely recognized and admired reputable company? It's not like you're trying to impress anyone at this point. Why not free up some space in your purse, since you'll be carrying around some unmentionables to deal with private lady business? If someone tried to steal my purse, I'd lose it completely. They'd get away with a dose of pepper spray like they've never tasted before. Oh, no. They'd get a dose of pepper spray like they've never tasted before. If they got away with just the pen and some tampons, it would be okay, since these pens come in a pack of like a gazillion anyway. Then, when their eyes cleared from the massively painful burning and stinging, they'd realize that pen, although they thought it was a shining crystal beacon of hope and light, really is weighted down with their own bad karma, and that's on them. Don't blame the pen. I'm sorry, 75 people found this useful? Oh, no, I'm super helpful. That's helpful. Another money grab from Bic. With 3 gals in my house, you can imagine how many of these I go through. But now imagine my surprise when I saw that they were $10. I purchased these last year for just $7. Figures. The gals get hooked on their fancy products, and Big Daddy has to dig deeper into the wallet. Oh, no, you're helpful too. Oh, maybe it's because you ladies are easy to are you gals easy to bait into this stuff? Do you maybe make your own problem? Oh, a good pen with bad marketing. This is, again, I'm going to read this. 18 people found this helpful. I don't know. I have got to say, this seemed like you took this way too seriously, and I, for one, couldn't laugh at that. She will be bicking right now. Dude, she's deep bicking. She is deep bicking. Alrighty, I tested them out. Blah, 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 blah. I must admit, when I pulled these out of the package, I tested them out, writing shopping list, bake sale I was working on. I do the idea of pens made for women. These are sold. The way these are sold makes me feel that I must, for now on, only purchase pens made for women, as I am not good enough to use regular pens. All right, I take it back. I put this one under the bus. It was gold. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm sorry. Yes, I said I'm sorry. I admitted I was wrong. I know. Look, we can move on, okay? I got it. All right, back to this review. Bic crystal for her or no Bic crystal for her? Alrighty. These are sold. Makes me feel I must from now on only purchase pens made for women, as I am not good enough to use regular pens. At least you realized it. The way these are sold makes me feel... We already covered that. Let's full screen. A little bit bigger. Nope. Not good enough to use regular pens. The other pens that I have that were marketed to women made me feel that I was born with a privilege of owning these special pens, while also knowing that I could use any other pen I wished. It was empowering. Feel the feeling knowing that I had additional choices. That aside, as a product, I really like these pens. They are slimmer than regular Bic crystal and come in prettier colors. They are faceted indentations on the end of these pens to catch the light, and the printing of the body of these pens is in silver foil. As someone with small hands, I find these more comfortable for me to use than the regular Bic crystal. That said, my one gripe is that these pens only come with black or blue ink. I don't usually use regular black or blue ink. I often use pink, purple, turquoise, and green for my general writing. Personally, I think it would be a good idea to offer these in more colors, in addition to some regular... All right, it's... did I believe it or not? Sarcasm? I don't know. It was okay. It was okay. Dixon in her hole. Saying hi, everyone. Hi, Dixon in her hole. I feel like Dix in her hole would be a better one. Was Dix in her hole taken? If Dix in her hole was taken, then that might be a problem. All right. Let's close this down a little bit there. Let's see. Finally, is the Pesker that glass ceiling? After all these years, the answer to my glass ceiling is yeah, we covered that. Someone has finally answered my gentle prayers and designed a pen that I can use all month long. I use it when I'm swimming, riding horse, walking on the beach, and doing yoga. It's comfortable, leak-proof, non-slip, and it makes me feel so feminine and pretty. Since I've begun using these pens, men have found me more attractive and approachable. It has given me soft skin and manageable hair, and has really given me the self-esteem I needed to start a book club and flirt with the bag boy at my local market. My drawings of kittens and ponies have improved, and now I'm writing my last name hyphenated with Robert Pattinson's last name. I really believe he may someday marry me. I am positively giddy. Those smart men in the marketing have come up with a pen that my lady parts can really identify with. Thank you, Tracy Bartell. Again, these are great. Am I wrong, or is this not hilarious? At least Johnny's on the right side of history. Wait a minute, trucker 18-wheeler. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. The meetings for the CSAs are stunning. Oh, no. That's going to be... I'm sure that bit's not going to last. I'm sure that bit's not going to go on forever and ever. Oh, she's getting bicked down, admitting nothing. All right, so I think we covered. Do we have any other products to go through that are really gangbusters? I feel like this bit might be getting boring for people. And I accidentally closed the page. The Lady Bic might have been the winner anyway. I don't know how you do better than Bic Crystal for ladies. I need a Bic Crystal for ladies. All right, diversity planes, I can cover that some other time. We've only got 10 minutes left, and if I'm completely honest with you guys, I might feel like I'm a bit of a turtle on the edge, if we will. So let's get to this one. I don't really care about George Santos, and I do not care for John Fetterman because I feel like he probably shouldn't be in office. But when I have that opinion, I see stuff like this. And when I see these stories and they come up, I start to think I might be wrong. But John Fetterman is winning me over with the stuff that he's doing to make fun of people. More importantly, to troll people. God damn if it's not making me actually kind of like him. Because John Fetterman spent, and this isn't a lot of money, but John Fetterman spent $343 on a cameo from George Santos in order to troll fellow Democrat Bob Menendez. George Santos, who was recently ousted from Congress. Fetterman bought a cameo from Santos to get him to troll Bob Menendez. And since he's unemployed, Santos did it. Do we want to see this? I think we do. I'm about to jump in on this. Let's go ahead and get in on this video really quick before we end up wrapping up the show. John Fetterman. I thought my ethically challenged colleague at Bob Menendez NJ could use some encouragement given his substantial legal problems. So I approached a seasoned expert on the matter to give Bobby from Jersey some advice. He's making a dig at Santos's shit, and this is the best part. Santos knows this. He's going along with it. It's just, you know what? We live in a shitbag world, and this is about the brightest, silverest lining we can find. So let's just grab on and hold on tight. Let's
hey, Bobby.
Let's get this. This is a 30-minute cameo. Let's see how this all shakes out.
Look, I don't think I need to tell you, but these people that want to make you get in... Hey, Bobby, look, I don't think I need to tell you, but these people that want to make you get in trouble and want to kick you out and make you run away, you make them put up or shut up. You stand your ground, sir, and don't get bogged down by all the haters out there. Stay strong. Merry Christmas.
Oh, I really wish we could have gone a little bit more on that. You could have leaned in on that a lot more, Santos. Boo. Boo. All right. Well, let's close this up here. So, again, Fetterman paid for that cameo and then put it out on Twitter. It's the best troll ever. He's trolling a Democrat. He's doing it with a Republican. And he fucking... You got him to come out and... Fetterman's spokesman told Business Insider that Santos posted the cameo just 16 minutes after it was requested. Oh my God, you went in fast. Santos got the request, didn't even make him wait 20 minutes for the $340. The spokesman said that with taxes, fees, and an extra charge to deliver it within 24 hours, the cameo cost Fetterman $343.28. We did not expect to get it back so fast, the spokesman said. Oh, you're still burning him. We didn't expect to get it back so fast. Turns out Santos will bend over really, really fast for money. The Merry Christmas at the end made me laugh out loud. Fetterman recently called out Menendez and his bribe case on The View and torched his own party for letting the senator from New Jersey slide. I mean, the guy has brain damage, sure, but so do I. Now I'm starting to say that I can relate. Dude, I don't care for the not dressing professionally, but this is hilarious. Just like, hey, this guy's a piece of shit. He's in my party. I'm going to get this guy that's not in my party to call him out because that makes him look like again, I could love politics if they were all like that. Like, how about I get this guy to take the piss out of you, because that makes you look even worse, you bag of shit. Like, that's amazing. Listening, Sandy Squatch, listening to your show makes work even better for me. Thanks for the show. Have a great night. Well, thank you for everything you do, Sandy. Glad to have you. I hope you enjoy your job, and thank you for always helping. So, yes, Santos, Fetterman trolling Mendez with Santos. And to continually point out, Fetterman's spokesman, like, look, we thought it would cost us more money. We thought it would take a lot more time. We did not expect him to just bend over and give in that quickly. Oops. Alrighty. I don't mean to cut this show 4 minutes short, and we do still owe you a half hour that we're going to figure out where to work it into, probably next week, just because this week's a long one, and I don't know if we're going to be able to squeeze an extra half hour into somewhere down the line. But we will be back tomorrow. That noise isn't helping. We will be back tomorrow at 10 p.m. or 10. We will be back. Can you tell? We will be back tomorrow at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time for another Game Over podcast, where we'll talk about news, topical events of the day, and whatever else you want to shoot around for the shit for the end of the day.
Fuck
Until
off.
then, I will. Until then, I've been Johnny. You've been an audience, and
I'm holding it to my butthole right now.
So I guess that means I will see you guys later.
Game over.
Game over, man. Game over. Fuck off.